And hello, hello. Here we are. Good God. Can you believe it? A380. We finally have an A380 in Microsoft Flight Sim. Incredible. And it's free as well, right? Fly by wire. GG's. Big round of applause for that. A nicely made A380 for us. Unbelievable. Right. Yeah, the hype is real. First of all, let me replay Lee McPandas resub. Thanks so much, Lee.
The Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Finally, we have an A380.
Yes, I agree. Lee, vielen Dank. And I hope you're doing well. Moin to Voyager. Then let's start from the top. Hello, Brennelt. Wie geht's dir? Nanokilo, Cloak on, Alpino. Then we've got Funny Nigga, hey, and Flyvilo as well. Hello, hello. And Sapphire Wave, hello. And also hello on YouTube, Ali, Booba, Green Smoke, Peter and Ali and Synced. Hello to you guys. Hey, Alpino, thank you so much.
Thank you.
New member, welcome. Thanks so much for supporting the community here. And Yoda, lecker. And Mark in the house. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Sally, hello to you as well. Thank you, Alpino. Right, yeah, I am really fascinated already. So I spent some time downloading everything and yeah, installing this livery as well. But I've not flown it yet. I have not flown it yet, okay? But I've set up my viewpoints, obviously, so that I don't bore you guys to death with setting up stuff here in the flight deck. I've already set a beautiful... Oh, that's... I just thought... I set a beautiful viewpoint for the engines. Well, here it is. Well, you'll see it later when the jetway is gone. Is that... Hang on, is that jetway? What is that? No, hang on. Oh, that's the door. Ah, yeah, because that's the viewpoint I've set. That's the door in the way. There we go. That explains it. Nice. Guys, I hope you're all doing well. What an amazing hype that has come up with the A380. I've seen some streams. Thousands of people watching, trying to learn more about this beautiful aircraft. Personally, I've never gotten the chance to fly it. I was on the 747 as a first officer, and then by the time they entered service at our airline, I was already on long range, and then I moved as a captain to the 737, and then I never had the chance really to apply for the A380 as a captain. So they phased them out momentarily, and then by the time they got back, I was already back on a 787. So yes, that's correct, Lee. I have flown on it twice as a passenger, and it is fascinating, absolutely. Now, before we get this thing on the road, I am curious to see how the cabin is modeled. I've already heard if you click somewhere, there's a click spot somewhere here, Bruno. So I have to ask Bruno because he knows a lot about this aircraft. You can actually get rid of the cabin. That should improve your FPS apparently. Oh, hang on, what's happened there? Brennelt, I got a link. I found a link. It's from flightsim.to. That's where I got it. Oh, only English. Okay, there we go. Yep, yes, only English, please. Right. So, this is something I have to say. The 747 has, you know, a set of stairs to the upper deck, but I mean, if you look at this, you feel like you're boarding a cruise ship. You're not really boarding a plane, are you? This is like cruise ship status. Mike Tiger Charlie, hello. Stairways to heaven. Although, hang on, Mark. No. Look, this is heaven. This is heaven there, right? But I mean, okay, I'll give you that. I mean, it's a couple of stairs to heaven here, right? So there is a couple of steps. I think one is to the crew rest. Yeah, I think one is to the crew rest, and then one is to the flight deck. So, well, you asked for that one. Yeah, flying hotel, right? I mean, crazy. And then you go up the stairs. And here, that's a really nice livery. Look at that. Now, this is where the posh seats are. This is where you have to pay some big money to get one of these luxurious cabins. Well, this is actually really, really posh. You feel at home right here. I can imagine, Mark. I can imagine. So, I mean, who wouldn't like to be in this private cabin, right? Actually, that's not bad, actually. Comfy chair city, absolutely, yeah. And Emilus, you've flown here many times, including times upper deck as well. Geez. Yeah. This is better than you hope. Well, join the club. I mean, wow. Crazy. I actually, you know what? Just quickly, I just try to zoom to the back. I'm just wondering if they actually modeled the bar at the end. Surely they have, right? So let's just quickly walk through here. So this would be like, I don't know what it's called on Emirates, but it's like first class, right? Commander Regulus, hello to you. And Captain Morpheus, hello guys. And Serhan, hello to you as well.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel.
And this must be, is this like premium echo or is this business? No, this is probably business,
cabin,
right?
Where complimentary drinks, snacks,
another new member, Clem A320. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Clem, thank you so much for your support. Also, a big round of applause. Hang on, let me get that. There we go. Yeah, Voyager, right? If cocktails can't be mixed back here, we'll deinstall the livery. Fornax, hello. So that is business class, but I mean, wow. I mean, just, oh yes, yes, they modeled it. It's missing the stairs though at the rear, isn't it? Because there should be stairs downstairs here, but I mean, well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, this is getting ridiculous, right? So yes, I'm 100% sure someone will create a livery and they'll model the bar completely, right? I mean, surely. The Titanic with wings, I agree. It's crazy. Cool thing is, now this is something people will absolutely love. So the fly-by-wire mod here will come with a couple of really nice, unique features regarding the A380, right? Brake to vacate comes to mind. However, this is still an alpha, right? It's late alpha, and it's not even official beta stage yet. So there will be some bugs, there will be some missing features, but you know, I'm sure people will understand. The cool thing is that this aircraft, even though it has a couple more buttons and switches on the overhead panel, or you know, even the front panel, the FMS is a bit different. Nonetheless, you're going to find that the procedures themselves are very similar to the A320, right? Yeah, you're going to find yourself quickly around the flight deck and quickly around the procedures. So really, really nice. Always, well, hang on, you know what, always, you should ask them if they would do that. Right, so, you know, coming to the flight deck procedure, same thing really is that, yeah, you check that you have a couple of things set. So you have flap lever, speed brake lever in conjunction with the current settings. So they would be up, the master switch is off. You make sure that you have weather radar off of the radar panel. It's not here, it's probably in here. No, it's not. Then you make sure that the wipers are off and gear lever is down, hydraulics all set. Cool. And then we will switch on the batteries. And we already have the ground power available, it seems. Yeah, Ali, I agree. Crazy, crazy time to be a flight simmer, right? No import possible due to boarding or refueling progress. Really? Okay, let me restart. Restart Quattro then.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Upper deck dinner and wine fund smile.
MIH coming in again with a €10 donation. Thank you so much. MIH, may I ask you then, have you ever flown an A380? All right, now it's downloading. There we go. So we got Toulouse, Frankfurt. Flight time about 1 hour 40. And we are going to take the time to mess about with certain things, like, you know, do a go around in Frankfurt. We're going to do some landings, maybe touch and goes or something. No, so the thing is, the reason why not online today is, guys, we want to try out certain things, and, you know, we don't want to be disrupted by, you know, non-stop chatter in the background and non-stop calls maybe. There's if you really want to join some crazy action, I'm sure someone is streaming, you know, Dubai or something. But to be honest, if I want to try out an aircraft, you know, mess about with some systems, it's just not the time to be on VATSIM. Yes, that's true, Winky. Hello to you. Yeah, the download is very quick, and yeah, absolutely, no problems there. Yeah, and FPS. Now, I've talked to Bruno because he was telling me that the performance is pretty good on the A380. Although they officially said that because there's more systems modeled, performance will be a bit worse than the fly-by-wire A320. Weirdly enough, I have had worse performance in the fly-by-wire 320 than the Phoenix. So that was really strange. However, here, this is cool. Look at that. Even that works. Incredible. So the A380 right now, from what I can tell, is running beautiful. So no issues whatsoever. Yeah, I've seen the armrests as well. So you can move them forward and backward like this. Yeah. Cool. Air Hunter, hello. What do you mean better launched than PMDG? Well, that's true. Now I get it what you mean, yeah. MH, you haven't flown the A380, but want to say it, that just came ATC equivalent to a try. Oh, nice. So MIH, let me give you a big round of applause for that. GG. I know it must be a great feeling to be able to teach other people. So, you know, you have influence on their future. Well done. GG's. Yeah, so Bruno explained to me that it's if you have a strong GPU like I have, you're not going to have such a big impact. But I think if the GPU is a bit weaker, then you may feel an FPS impact, yeah. Jan, guten Abend. Okay, so we've downloaded the flight plan. Let me go ahead then and get everything rolling regarding fueling. So let's request the fueling.
Refueling truck is on its way.
I'm on the 4K. Oh, actually, hang on. You know, the 4K version. Yeah. And honestly, now this is the cool thing, Astor. And I'm on a 4K monitor, right? And the 4K version to me already looks fine. The flight deck looks fine as it is. I don't know, you know, how much better looking the 8K version would be. Yeah, so maybe maybe I'll try that. Maybe if I see that the you know, the performance here is good, I can get in a solid 60 FPS or whatever, then maybe I'll try the 8K as well.
Truck is in position.
Alrighty, so I'll
Please
tell you what we'll
don't
do.
load the aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
So we're going to go ahead with fuel. So lots of fuel tanks, obviously. We want to have 36.2 tons. Is that correct? Yeah, that's correct. Gives us a bit of extra half an hour for one go around. So I'm going to go. So we'll do real. And then we go play. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Trim. How much fuel do you have right now? Let's just check. We have 181. Lol. What? Let's try it this way. 36 tons, something like that. 36. There we go. Let's do this. I'm not sure. Is that working or not? Hey, Nicotif, how you doing? Bruno, does this work or not? Unless the fuel truck isn't here yet. No, he is here. He's there. Oops. Man, these buttons have all been messed up here. Hey, Collins. She is huge. Hey, Alex. Back in the books of living after 5 years. 5 days. Oh no, yeah, it's COVID. Ah, darn. So let's have a look here. G-Sync payload sync enabled. I'm sure I have. Okay, Bruno, no worries. All right. There's a setting. Yeah, I've synced that with the GSX. I've done that because here it says that, and now let me have a look. If I go. Oh, there we go. Fast. So now it's defueling. Because that's correct. Because we got way too much fuel on board. We still have 180. Okay, so I good thing I set fast. That way, hopefully. Oh, it's fueling. Ugh. It says defueling. But okay, we'll see what happens. My God, is that even possible? I'm wondering because the 747 had like 140 tons or something max fuel. Look at this. So it's 200 tons of fuel. Are you kidding me? Now I understand that Emirates is able to round trip to Europe on one fuel tank. Oh, there we go. It kind of peaked and now it's coming back. That's cool. All right, cool. Excellent. Right, we were talking about the overhead panel. And so let's go ahead and just go normally bottom to top. So bottom top, left to right. And that way we should be able to find everything is pretty much the same as the A320. So strobe lights auto, enough lights on, seatbelts on, and the emergency lights armed. That is APU start later on. Fuel pumps remain off for now. We can test the fire warnings. Very nice. Hey, Mickey. Really? My God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So 256 tons of fuel? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Crazy. And the average fuel flow SimBrief has is 10,500 kilograms. So that's like how many hours? 20 hours flight time? Crazy. Absolutely nutters. So, alrighty. It's oh, hang on. It stopped. Okay, so let me do this. Let me just quickly mess about a bit with the fuel here, and then let everything go automatically. So now we have fuel. We set 36 tons, right? It's a bit bugged, isn't it? Oh, it keeps jumping back to... So we can't do that. Okay, that is a bit strange. Okay, let me go ahead and do the following. So let me go here, sim options. Third-party options, that was it. All right, let's forget GSX fueling synchronization. Let's just get rid of that for now, and then we should be able to hopefully do this quickly. Let me try this. So instant go. So 26.4. There we go. That's it. So maybe it's just a bit bugged with GSX. So then we're going to put 36 tons in here. Lufthansa delivery, I don't know. Is it available yet? So let's do realistic now. 36 refueling. There we go. Payload. Let's see if that works at least, shall we? So let's try request boarding.
Boarding requested.
And then I'm going to go to services. I'm going to open the cargo door. There we go. Now it's opening. Oops. I did update OST, yeah, but I think it needs a general update as well regarding... Hey Krushu, how you doing? Yeah, so honestly, I mean, I'm gonna do the first flight ever today with this, so I've not had a chance to fly this yet, but I'm excited to try. But from what I've heard, attach pushback tuck now. Yeah, let's try.
Do you want a board crew?
No. So we've got the current database. That's fine. FMS plan. Let's go to init down here. Copy the flight plan request, or company flight plan request, it says. It should work. Uplink, insert in progress.
Passengers bus is coming.
What you mean, Ali? You mean with the battery and ground power?
Ready for pushback.
What? No. Oh no, I just hope it doesn't come ready for pushback, release park brake. That will be a nuisance. Okay, so, I mean, first of all, these are the important batteries. So there's 4 batteries there you have to switch on. And then here's the AC power. So ground power, external 1, external 2, external 3, external 4. Hey, Grain Kong. So Grain, hello to you. Yeah, 4 batteries. I mean, there's a huge aircraft. I mean...
Passengers boarding starting.
So we've received the company flight plan. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to flight plan. No, hang on. Init. Received. Then insert. So we've got Toulouse to Frankfurt. Alternate should be Düsseldorf, actually. So let's try that. Echo Delta Delta Lima. Enter. Level 360 minus 56 triple pause at 36,000. Cost index 200. Yeah, that sounds about right. Trip wind. Let's try that. Average wind is going to be 100 at 50, let's say. So I am going to put, hang on. Oops. 100. Oh. Oh, that's, hang on, no, we got average wind, that's tailwind, headwind, isn't it? No, that's pretty much 0. So if I could put in tail 5 or something, tail 05. There we go. Tail 05, that's it. Hey, Rui. Okay, so, okay, Ollie. So he's just connecting the truck, but it's not pushing back. Okay, cool. That's fine then. Nice. Alrighty, let's have a look here. Wow, look at that. Crazy. Oh no, huge aircraft. Oops. Yeah, that. Oh, you're right. Hang on, hang on. Let me just. So you have a keyboard here, don't we? Table. No, hang on. That's a footrest. Where's the table? Give me my table. Is that not working yet? There's a keyboard in here, but see, the table works. It's working.
Passengers bus is coming.
Okay, only for the... So this is only for this side. Okay. Stormy Flyer? Probably somewhere in Asia. I mean, I don't know. Hey, Sim Caesar! Big shout out, Sim Caesar. How you doing? Nice to see you. Caesar, have you had a chance to fly this beauty yet? So let me just check the weather real quickly here. Thank you, Mark, for the shout out. As always, make sure to check out Sim Caesar's stream here on Twitch as well. Thank you so much. John, so on the flight plan, at least on my layout that I have, it says average wind component 0, so plus 0.1. Now,
aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary
Browns,
snacks
thank you.
and
2
premium
years.
flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
2 years of support. Browns, thank you so much. That's a long time. Thank you for your support. 615 seats. Oh my God. What? Really, Chris? Well, you hang on. Why would you overspeed? It allowed you to overspeed? That's a bit weird. So we're gonna go with 1.3.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
But a 1.4.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium...
Got a cargo guy. Hello to you as well. Thank you so much for the 3 months.
Been around for quite some time. Thank you, Captain, for all you are doing for the flight sim community.
That's really kind. Thank you so much for the kind words. And Cargo, thank you for your support. That's really kind. Thank you very, very much. Hang on, Navigraph. I did have... Hang on, I did sync the settings here for the charts. From to, no, charts to display. Let me try to set that up again. So settings. Yeah, it is linked. It's not working yet, is it? Oh, okay, so Navigraph seems to be broken. Ah, I get it. Okay. Okay, so we have to do that differently then. We go with the Sim Toolkit Pro then. Let me just unload that. Import. And then we'll have to do that. Yeah, maybe that's still broken. Again, it's alpha version, so, you know, don't be too upset about these things. So we're going to go
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box
on
Twitch channel
the
subscriber
Fisto 7.
experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will
Passengers
be served.
bus is coming.
Thank you.
Also back after a long time, happy flying.
Thank you so much as well to Gangster Nepper. That's really kind. Thanks. Welcome back. 3 months. Okay, yeah, it's weird. I don't know why though. Yeah, for me it's not working. So it kind of tries to download, but it's, yeah, there's no chance to display, it says. The Navigraph service may be down. What do you mean reconnect? So what? Let me try. Okay, let me try that then. Let me go and unlink, and then let me just relink really quickly.
Passengers boarding starting.
Maybe that works. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let me try that. Approve. Allow. So, let me have a look. Oh, there we go. Who was it? John. So, John the Copter, thank you so much for the good tip. Look at that. Big round of applause for that. GG's. So the Fisto departures, although that's wrong. Hang on, let me try that one here. That is going to be...
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Thank you so much to Aussie. Aussie Mortner coming in with 16 months. Thank you so much. Chris, well then, look at your mappings, your keybinds. That should not happen with the reverser. So we are doing the, let's try the Fisto 7 Alpha into the upper airspace. So runway track at 2,500. We are going to intercept 142 outbound, and then at above 4,000, but not before 8 miles Toulouse. Right turn, and we're going to intercept 354 course to Toulouse, and then we're going to go to outbound Fisto. Initial climb is going to be 70. So let me just put that in here. 70. Like the MCP. Look at that. Very posh. Very nice. Okay, so but which runway are we going to take? I think we're going to take the longer one. So let me have a look down here. Airport info. Let's pin that. So I am going to go with 14 right. How about that? So 14 right. Yeah, so that was a really cool tip regarding the relink. Very nice. So we're going to take 14 right. And then we're going to go SID Fisto 7 Alpha. And no transition there. So temporary flight plan. Insert. So then we've got the departure routing 142 H. Letter H stands for 8 miles. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. 8th letter, meaning 8 miles. That's a coding, the way it does that. 4,000. Then back 354 to Toulouse and then Fisto. Excellent. Then we're going to go all the way down to... Oh, yes, that's correct. So, oh yeah, in case you're wondering, guys, there is only reverse thrust on engines 2 and 3. Hey, JD, how are you doing? Nice to see you. 37 months, good God.
Lufthansa 222 to Toulouse.
Yes, exactly.
Black box 711 and chat. Hey, guys.
Hello, thank you so much for 37. Yeah, that was a funny one, wasn't it? Lufthansa 222 to Toulouse. Thank you so much. All right, so the thicker part just below the
Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience.
You mean for the table?
Subscribers, please make your way to the first class cabin.
Oh.
Where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Good day, BB.
Good day.
I made the cardinal sin and changed my Twitch name, formerly Wasteland Go.
Oh.
Looking forward to another 15 months and more, nevertheless.
Is it? How do I get it this to go? This, because normally that would come down. I'm not sure if that's modeled. So
gift from me to you.
Nate, thank you so much.
Enjoy the gifted sub.
So that was Waste and Go. Nate, thank you so much for the reset. 15 months, much appreciated. And MAN, good God, MAN coming in with 5 gifted. Here's a 5 gifted sub bomb. Everyone that just got gifted from MAN, please say huge thank you. MAN, I hope you're doing well. Well, MAN, at least we have a 1 hour 45 flight time, and that way we can try some stuff, right? We can do some touch and goes and a go around and so on. Thank you so much, MAN, for the 5. Angeline coming in as well, gifting us up to fly-by-wire simulations. I didn't even see. Are they were in or what? Did they say hello? I forgot to look.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, so there we are. So fly-by-wire simulations. That's very kind.
Could new subscribers please make your way to the first
So huge thank you to.
Complimentary drinks,
I'll just wait for the jingle here to end.
Flight entertainment will be served.
Gillian, thank you so much for the gifted, and then fly-by-wire simulations. What can I say, guys? What amazing work! I'm already really fascinated about this aircraft. So I'm sure, looking at the amount of hype that's already in the community, well done, guys. And I'm sure, yeah, knowing you guys, you're gonna do lots of updates in the future. And then to think this is completely free, incredible. Thank you so much. On the small white speck. Oh, I have to. Okay, that's weird. Okay, there's no keyboard yet. Okay, maybe I didn't click long enough. Excellent, cool. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we just talked about the routing here. So let's have a look here for Frankfurt Airport. And again, it's very intuitive. So there's probably several ways of inserting things here, but with the click spots here, or just the cursor going around, so intuitive, very easy. So I'm going to land 25 left. We're not allowed 25 right with the A380, so 25 left. And so we'll take the ILS. I'm not sure, is GLS working, Bruno? Hey, Airbus fan, hello to you. How are you doing? You need to flip it up twice. Okay, let me try that a minute. Right, let me just enter the Zulu ILS. Okay, at the moment only ILS. No worries, no worries. Like I said, I'm already amazed and just to think about if certain things would already work. So ILS 25 left, then the star. It should be the Incom 1 Alpha. So the Incom 1 Alpha, here it is. And then via Delta Fox 626. So lovely presentation of the... okay, MAN. Okay, I understand, yeah. Yeah, I was just saying, I'm going to enter that and insert. I was just saying regarding the engine reversers, before I got distracted. So the engines 2 and 3, so the inner engines have reverse thrust, the outers don't. The reason being is that if you have a runway that's only 45 meters wide, these engines are pretty much just outside of the runway. So you can suck in a lot of FOD. And I think on takeoff as well, the autothrust revs up the engines first of all on the inner side, and then waits until you have a certain speed, ground speed, and then the thrust is set to take off thrust on the outers. Astur, you tried touch goes, you tried to get into Toga and it engaged the 2 reversers. Okay, interesting. Okay. No, I don't fly the A350 IRL. No, I fly the 787 IRL. Okay, so this must be vertical. So that's the ILS scale. The only thing I can see here is the flight path vector coming on. That's the only difference I'm seeing. Thank you so much for the hype train, guys. Thank you so much for everyone. Okay, it's called velocity vector. Okay, so this is a new wording then. So we used to call this the bird, flight path vector. Now it's called velocity vector. Hey, Ed Force 5. That's very posh. Sounds much posher, right? Velocity vector. Nice. Ed Force 5, hello to you. Right, let me just try that again. So here's the table. So then I go click on that. And then this is simulated. Look at the keyboard. Look, you can see the keys moving. It's just crazy. Display. How do I open? Oh, how to get display? Is it working or?
Monitor radar display.
Or not yet?
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box YouTube channel subscriber.
It's in. Not yet. Okay, fantastic.
Could new
All right. Hey, Flying Tuna.
make their way to the first class cabin,
Oh!
where complimentary drinks,
Oh my God,
snacks and
Nate.
premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank
Best
you.
stream in the biz.
Thank you so much. Nate, thank you so much for 1841 euros. That's really kind. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, the kind words. And I'll have a nice glass of wine after the stream on your name as well. Thank you so much. Slim Goodman on YouTube coming in as well with the sub. Thank you so much, Slim, for the support. Welcome. Hey, I'm telling you, Flying Tuna, what a time to be alive in flight simming, right? And 19th... Oh. That's fine. 19th? Not that much time to go, right? Until Microsoft 2024. Right? Yeah, so regarding the cockpit, I have flown on this jump seat. I was allowed to sit on the jump seat approaching Singapore. Very fascinating. Now, the thing is this: when you walk into the flight deck, so I had a certain picture in my mind, right, regarding the flight deck. So, I mean, I've been in the 747 a long time, right? I've flown it many years, and so my expectation was that you could play football in here. Literally, that's what I was expecting. And then I thought, wow. I mean, it's a big cockpit, yes, but I tell you what, the 787 cockpit, I dare to say it's either the same size or maybe even a bit bigger. Yeah, I was surprised that it is actually fairly cramped. It's not as big as what you expect. So, and Honda Jet, hello. Yes, Ali. Normally, I think this would be connected to a either the Airbus EFB or a company EFB. I think for us it would be the company EFB that would be feeding in data in here, and then you have the airport charts. So I don't think we have this IRL. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think we would just have that in here, but I don't know. I've never flown the A380. Yeah, they don't waste space, do they? Cool. Let's continue. So we've got Frankfurt 25 left, and it looks like we have everything inserted. Now we can go and have a look on here. Plan mode. And then we just scroll through here. Let's increase the range. I love the sounds in the background. Very nice. Okay, so we're going to join Obiga Ramop. So this is typical. This actually happens in the real aircraft as well. I've seen this happen as well. So what we're going to do, we're going to go and join. So I'm going to go and delete out. Let's have a look. If I go here, delete, look at that, how intuitive it is. So I have to confirm every delete. Okay, interesting. Delete, delete, delete. And then let me just go take this out. And then I'm going to take out the discontinuity if I can. Yeah, very intuitive. Guys, you're going to get used to that so quickly. And look at that. Now I can see the routing is correctly inserted here. Transition downwind, radar vectors 25 left. Fantastic. Hey, Ted. Hello to you. How are you doing? Good evening. Thank you for the wishes regarding Zuzi. I hope you had a wonderful day. Hey, Reese. Yeah, it is a beast of an aircraft. Okay, so we didn't really spend much time on the outside. And I don't know, you've probably seen some other streams today. I mean, the hype is just incredible. So, can you imagine doing an outsat check on this beast?
Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please
Like,
make your way to the first class
That's
cabin,
incredible.
where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment.
Now,
will be
I've seen
served.
this. I've only seen this on the A380. Does anybody know? Is there another aircraft where you can see these probes? So these are like multifunction probes. It's like pitot and an alpha vane on top of it. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oops. Let me just dial down the sensitivity here a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That works nicely. So look at the detail there as well. Really nice. The Eurofighter has that as well. And probably the A350 as well. Maybe. Yeah, so it's a pitot, and on top of that, usually those two would be separate. Right? So to have that alpha vane on top there, and it's called, let me see what it's called. I think on the manual it said something about multifunction probes. Yeah, multifunction and standby probes. But this would be multifunction probe where it has a pitot and a alpha vane, so it gives the angle of attack there as well. The A350 has them as well. Okay, fantastic. So that's definitely a new thing then with with the new Airbus then. That's still too sensitive. Let me just dial that down. Okay, so yeah, so nice level of detail. Look at that. You can see the dirt very nicely done. So that's something you will see in the real aircraft as well. Very cool. Yeah, you got lots of drain ports. You got lights on the outside, static ports there as well, antennas, pack inlets. Man. Yeah, so Voyager, isn't there rumors at the moment that Airbus is considering, I mean, there's lots of rumors obviously, but aren't they considering bringing the A380 back to life again? And building them again? I mean, yeah, the landing gear is absolutely huge. Absolutely agree. Hey, Johnny, the red handle on the nose gear? Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Winky, exactly. A380 Neo, right? Because, I mean, 10.5 tons per hour is a lot. That really is a lot of fuel. And even though it can transport like 600 passengers. But imagine getting Neo engines. Neo engines with this. So there's no plans. Okay. Either Bruno, is the terrain? Somebody's asking if the terrain mode is working or not. Let's see. There's a question. Yeah, we'll have a look at Schwarzbrot. We'll have a look in a second at the OANs. So the airport integration on the nav display. Oh, you're right. Hang on. Yes, so this is something I forgot as well, guys. So fly-by-wire installer, you need to have SimBridge installed. And so then start Sim, but it's not running on my side yet. So now that's running. Then the terrain display should work. Hey, Lilienthal, nice to see you. Yeah, I forget that as well. Right, I want to go back here. I want to listen to the APU start in a minute. Exactly, Jelend, yeah. Yeah, John will get to that in a minute regarding the setup in the performance page, etc. Okay, the costs are too high. Okay, so there's demand, but the costs are too high for that. Okay, for the Neo engines. Cool. So let's go ahead and over panel real quickly. APU master switch on. Same thing as on A320. I'm going to start. And look at that. That page flap moving. Oh, we heard that flap moving. How cool is that? Did you hear the clicking noise of the igniters? Flight time 1 hour 45. Yeah, spark plugs are working. Nice. The table, yeah, I'll show you that in a minute. So you got to be patient with the table. So you have to easy. Thank you, easy. Coming at 10 Swiss francs. Easy. Grüezi wohl.
Autopilot.
Thank you very much for that. So the red handle, let me see, there was a question. Johnny asked, what's the red handle? Looks to me pretty much something where you can I don't know, hang on some pins or something. Johnny, what are these? What's that for then? Yeah, so the table, there's a click spot here for the it's down here. That's how you get the table out. And then you got to be patient. So there's a click spot here. And I had to push a little bit longer on that. And then on the, again, if you push on that click spot again, that flips open the second flap for the keyboard. Oh. Yeah, you got to practice with the click spot, it seems. So let me see. So where's my click spot now? Yeah, like I said, I have to practice that as well with the how to get the small flap closed. Oh, there we go. So it's like a longer click on that. There we go. So easy 887 once again. Thank you so much for your support and greetings back to Switzerland. Oh my God, MAN!
Enjoy
oh
the gifted
God.
sub.
MAN, what's happening? Oh my God, MAN. Thank you very much, MAN, for another 10 gifted. Jesus. MAN, you too kind. Thank you so much again for the 10. That's 15 today already. And in total, do I even dare to say how many? Usually it gives me the total subs somewhere. Let me just check. That's 181 total subs. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Amy. That's really, really kind. Yeah, so Chris, if you have, you know the fly-by-wire installer, right? There's another add-on. It's called SimBridge. So you've got A380 and SimBridge. And you need to have that SimBridge installed. Once you have that installed, you need to click on here to get it running. So you have to have that SimBridge running. When that is running, you can use the terrain. There we go. Terrain button is there. That's TCAS, weather radar, and so on. No, the keyboard doesn't work just yet. No, not yet. It's a glide track antenna, additional glide slope antenna used when the gear is extended. So they fear the normal capture antenna would get blocked. Oh, really? Oh, that's a really cool info, guys. So this red panel here, that's a glide slope antenna, additional glide slope antenna.
YouTube channel.
Eternal, thank you so much for the 34 Eternal.
Subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
No, Chris Shu, I'm not sure about the weather radar. At least the terrain display only works with the SimBridge running. Hey Jarhead, how are you doing? Alrighty, so routing is inserted. We can still do our diffrips model. Right, diffrips. So init data, make sure that we have all the correct data, engine type, status of the nav data. All right, then we got the flight plan. We'll have a look at the active flight plan. Then RatNav. Let's have a look. RatNav, there it are. So Toulouse is automatically tuned. I would imagine if we go and type in Toulouse manually, it should lock that in. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't change. Right, so selected for FMS, Toulouse. So that's all done, that's good. Then we have the init A page filled out. Is there a B page? IRS, departure, fuel, takeoff performance. So fuel and load. That's the second page on the A320. So here we have to fill those values in. Now we can go ahead and take our infos from our EFB. So, or was it called FlyPad? Yeah, I think it's called FlyPad. You can also auto start SimBridge when booting the PC. Yeah, there we go. You can, if you want to have that, that's possible. Yeah, it's a do not handle along those lines. Yeah, exactly. So people don't hang things on it, Johnny, like the headset or something, right? Yes, Alpino. Yeah, exactly. So the red thing on the nose landing gear is an antenna for the glide path, backup antenna. Yeah. So we got 255 passengers, cargo 6.1 tons. So the zero fuel weight, crazy, 326,249. So 326.3.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
Thank you, Autothrust Blue. And that's 6 months in advance. Autothrust, thank you for your support. That's really generous. 6 months in advance. Thank you so much, guys. And all the ones that just got gifted new sub, and if you are a new member, if you connect the Discord here with your Twitch account, then you can get access to our subscriber channels in the Discord. And we've got lots of interesting files there, documents, to get you to a new level of knowledge. Thank you so much. So block fuel is 36 tons, so 36.0. Enter. The CG, according to the flypad, is 35.3. So 35.3. Enter. Taxi fuel. Let's have a look. So taxi fuel, let's try 0.5. It's a bit more there. Pax number, what we said, 255, I think we said, 255. Enter. Cost next to 100. Route reserve, 5%. Alternate fuel, 6.5. Now, if you go to your flight plan, the alternate fuel is this here. So we need 11 tons today. So 11. I'll keep on clicking. Alternate 11 in there. 11 tons. The final reserve fuel, 30 minutes, 4.7. Leave that as is. You can use your own, hey gunman, yeah, you can use your own keyboard as well. Yeah, that helps, right? So this is jettison gross weight, GTSN, jettison gross weight. So this would be interesting for max landing weight, but I'm not sure if the pilots would fill this out on the ground. How do you import? Hey Iowa, you go to the
subscribers, please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary
flight plan
snacks,
page.
premium flight
So you go to init.
Thank you.
Iowa, thanks for the 44.
711 beloved.
Thank you so much. A big shout out to Iowa Scotsman as well, streaming on Twitch. Make sure to check out his channel as well. So if you have SimBrief, if you've entered all the SimBrief data here in the settings page, so on one of these sim options or third party or whatever, so one of these settings here, I'm going to show that now. You can
welcome aboard the Captain Black Box
then
channel subscriber experience.
Load the flight plan. Click on once here. It'll load the flight plan, and then you have to click on it again to insert it.
Will be served. Thank you.
And Corporal Chief coming in with a Twitch Prime. Thank you so much, Corporal Chief. Welcome to the community. Tour of Frankfurt. Yeah, that's true, Flo. But I'm not. Do we have a scenery for Tour? Oh, there's a new scenery, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't think about that, Flo. Yeah, you're right. Oh, flight number. So we should be. It's called Emirates. So UAE. I think I set 711. Yeah, and let me just try that. My keyboard. There we go. It works as well. Enter. So you can use your normal keyboard as well. That does work. Yeah. Okay, thank you much, Alpino. Yeah, that's cool. So the jettison info was actually empty. Now that was the. Let me just have a look here again. Hold on. So fuel and load. So that remains empty. Okay, cool. So the minimum fuel at destination is 15.7. So currently it says 5.7 extra, and the flight plan that we have, yeah, pretty much says the same, 5.7 tons extra. So that adds up nicely. Cool. So div rips, that's routing, that's RATNAV, second page, the performance stuff. We usually call that the init B page, but that's this page here. And then we come to performance. Now, this is the interesting part here. So, do we have a performance calculator for takeoff? No. Question to Bruno. How did you, or anybody else, hey Paula, how do you, oh, SimBrief. Oh, of course. Oh. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old. Not going to lie. Of course, SimBrief. Okay, guys, for everyone that just has the same question that I've just had. So go to SimBrief. If I go to my info here, then we go to takeoff. Fly-by-wire. There we go. Nice. So we go 14 right. We'll take meters. And Valentino, hello. Toulouse has 2 runways. So the weight, so we have a current weight of 362. So 362 for takeoff, let's say. Is that enough? Is that 6 figures? My God, this is just a huge aircraft. Optimal flap setting, toga flex, auto bleed, anti-ice, auto. Wind, leave that. Temperature 18, and we take hectopascals 1023. That should still be current. Oh. My bad. 14 right. Let's save that. 3623. No, let's see. 362. That's optimum. That's fine. Let's take hectopascals. Let's save that. Dry. Populate the weather is fine. I'm not going to take improved climb. I'm just going to go disabled here. And let's do that. So, these are the values that we are going to insert in here, okay? So, it's going to take us a... So, flaps 1, flex 66, and fairly low speeds. Now, you're going to wonder why the A380 has such low speeds, especially, you know, heavy aircraft on final approach. And the reason for this is this aircraft has a huge wing, or two huge wings. So, yeah, it's the massive wings. And that means that you have, you know, lots of storage facility for the fuel. So that increases the range tremendously. And that also then increases the lift tremendously. Hey, Tail West, how you doing? You getting ready for your trip, right? Tail West, I wish you a lovely trip to the US. Yeah, greetings to everyone there. And hopefully I can meet you next week then. Or the week after that. Oh, you're right. I should have taken the flight. Yeah, well, let me try that again. So there's a huge amount of lift being created here. And then with the flaps.
Drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
And MLG Ehrenmark, thank you so much for 2 months.
Hey, danke für deine Streams und die Hansen Infos, D.
Thank you so much for the support. MLG, thank you very, very much. That's really kind. Yeah, so you can imagine an aircraft that creates a lot of lift. If you go faster than the optimum approach speed, what's going to happen is it's going to create even more lift, causing a much more nose-down attitude. So the idea is you want to touch down with the nose gear above the main gear, obviously. So the whole kind of balance with the lift and the speed means that you're going to have to fly slow in this aircraft because of the amazing amount of lift being created. So if I compare this to the 787, the approach speeds, even though the A380 is a lot bigger and heavier than the 787, the 787 has a much higher approach speeds regime. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Eternal. I think for the engineers, it would have been so great to follow along, listen into all the discussions, the meetings they had, because I'm sure as the development went on and on, they ran into more and more issues, and one of the biggest issues, obviously, is weight. So you want to make aircraft components as light as possible, but they have to be strong enough to sustain, an incredible amount of G-load as well, right? Without breaking. So there's always a trade-off. Then you have maybe new kind of materials, composite materials, whatever. But the whole idea is to get everything balanced, and you have a time plan, right? So you promise the airlines that you're going to deliver the aircraft at a certain time. And now, give an example now, Boeing with the 777X, they've made the big joints between the engine and the wing mounts. So those huge pins, they actually made them, so to my knowledge, what I've heard, they actually made them hollow now to save weight, but they broke now. So doing testing, yeah, it's not a good example, right? So they try to save weight, thinking that those would be strong enough. But even now, after a short time, they're already developed cracks. So now they've got to go back to the drawing board, make those things stronger, et cetera, et cetera. So, you know, the amount of pressure the engineers are under, unbelievable. So, yeah, to create this incredible piece of machinery, hats off. So someone's saying we should take the fly-by-wire. Let's try that. I'm not sure how much different... Yeah, it's a different engine type, isn't it, now? So it still gives us flaps 1, flex 66, 138, 4147, and green dot 193. Is that a low green dot? Yeah, it doesn't make much difference, yeah. So we're going to go with flex 66. So I can type that in again on the keyboard. 66. V1 is 138. We have VR. Actually, typing it on the keyboard is much nicer, if I'm honest. That's really comfortable. Then V2 is 147. Good. So the trimmable horizontal stabilizer. That is a good question. Now, I've already seen the value here. And but I'm not sure. Hang on, that's that there. So it says 35. So we do get the percentage. Yeah. So the thing is this. So what we have to enter. That's what I think. So. I imagine that's for takeoff, correct? Or do we just enter the 35.2 of 35.3 in here? So let me just put 35.3. Let's see what happens. Yeah, so so that's so later on, does it have auto trim, Bruno, after engine start? Does that trim it automatically to that point? Yeah. So packs on, anti-ice off. We'll take the thrust reduction. Oh, auto trim is not implemented. Okay, so we have to do that later on ourselves. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Where's the trim wheel? Pitch trim. There we are. Nose up, nose down. So we have to use that, I guess. So in real life, it does. Ali, Bruno is, I think Bruno, he knows so much about all these different aircraft types. He could be a test pilot, 100%. Maybe he is. I've not seen him for a while, so maybe actually he has already got all his licenses and he's a test pilot now. Who knows, right? Jiffy, hello to you. Or just use a bind. Yeah, that's true. So we have 1500 thrust reduction, and yeah, we'll leave that as it is. 1549 to 4090. Transition 5000. Engine out acceleration is going to be 2000 feet roundabout. Perfect. Leave that. yeah, Dennis, I agree. Bruno's like ChatGPT. Yeah, incredible. So I think beyond the little jokes that we're making, I think everybody appreciates Bruno as well, especially on Discord as well. He's answering so many questions there. So Bruno, even though you don't like it, I think Bruno doesn't even like it being called out and being said thank you to. But yeah, mad respect. Big shout out to Bruno as well here for all the work he's doing. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, I'm using 4K. So I was a bit, hey, forward, Gudavi. So I was a bit worried that if I took 8K, that I would get an FPS hit. But so I installed a 4K. Now, the thing is, though, is that I'll try 8K at a later stage. For today, it's 4K. How do I get the gross weight GG in here, Bruno? I mean, I can see this for takeoff, right? No, that's for zero fuel weight. Oh. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so if you click on that, that gives you the takeoff, 36.4 then. Alrighty. I didn't know that. Cool. Excellent. It's on these, hey, Oldman Bishop, it's on the center ECAM as well. Right, let me put flight plan, and look at that. Separate FMS as well. Brilliant. Excellent. No, I'm using the Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant, and I've mapped, you know, I've got 2 thrust levers on my Honeycomb, and I've mapped 2 throttles each on each side. The electronic checklist. Okay, let me see if I can, yeah, you guys need to tell me where I find that here. I'm a Boeing pilot, so how do I call up the electronic checklist in here? Pedestal. Oh, checklist. Close. Yeah, but where do I see the checklist? Hang on, where's the checklist then? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's good. Right, yeah, I looked at this screen there. I was expecting checklist, but there it is. Okay, so then let's do... let's try... Cockpit preparation checklist. Okay, gear pins covers removed. Fuel quantity is 36.0. Seatbelts are on. Baro ref. Let's try that. QNH should be 1022 set on all of the instruments. Fantastic. So there we go. Click on that. And then we've got the checklist complete. Nice. Yeah, that spot definitely. I mean, if you're sitting here in real life, okay, that's fine. That's not a problem, is it? Cool. Right, so diff rips. Performance is set. That means we have our speeds in here. What I'm going to do now... let me have a look. I'm not sure why... Surely we don't have to set that manually, do we? Oh, flight director. Yeah, I was just wondering. Someone's missing there. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now, it doesn't have a dot, so it doesn't tell you regarding the. Yeah, thanks, guys. So flight director must be on, obviously.
This is a push aircraft.
Oui, it is. I mean, you're so right. Oh. Très bien, très bien. Yeah, the OANs. Okay, so Bruno gave me an info regarding the OANs, and I actually made some screenshots to not mess this up. So, Fly-by-Wire gave out an information regarding the OANS, and I have Navigraph linked. So, how do we get this running then? I've already gotten that, so... So the OANS is a moving airport map on the flight crew navigation display. On the ground at the departure airport, the airport map should be loaded automatically. So I would imagine, and let's see. Yeah, so it can be opened via the arrow button on the lower right of the nav display. Yeah, less, of course, less than that. There we go. So now we can get that in here. Oh, look at that. Lol. And you use that button there to zoom in and zoom out. Wow, that is just so cool. That is, and with the nav data, so Navigraph data, how cool is that? My God. Yeah, that's incredible. Wow. Move the cursor around. Cursor? Which cursor? Hang on. Oh, that. Oh, you can. Oh, you can click and drag. So you can kind of look at your taxi routing. Cool. Oh, that's. Yeah, this is later how you choose the brake to vacate. Yeah, we'll get to that when we approach Frankfurt. We'll have a look at the brake to vacate function there as well. Absolutely cool. So the plan. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so that's now north orientated. Incredible. Very nice. I like it. Cool. Right. Before I get too carried away. So I think we've done the preparations. Let's close the doors. Let's get going. How about that? I mean, we spent enough time on the ground, haven't we? So let's go and go services. And, well, actually, before we do that, so I'm going to deselect the external power. APU is running, so APU should be... Yeah, APU bleed on helps as well with the air conditioning. So we're going to close the cargo doors. Close the doors. And I think we already got rid of the chocks, right? Yeah, cool.
Locking gear.
Yeah, I agree. The slick one. I remember the picture, the first picture I saw of the hey Sticky Rice, of the Air France A380 being scrapped after 10 years. Right, all doors are closed. And I don't think we have to arm them, do we? No. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and get the beacon on. Let's get all the fuel pumps on. I'm going to get rid of the ground power. My God, how many fuel pumps? Jesus. Pfft. You get blisters on your fingers. Yeah, that's true. Scrapping any aircraft. Oh, that's really cool that you already have that. Ooh. I'm getting a feeling now that maybe this parking spot isn't made for the A380, but hey. Let's try to get out of here without breaking too many other aircraft, shall we? Ooh. Really, Brennard? Okay, that's weird.
Exiting from
I have the X12 and
Release parking brakes.
it takes decades. Yeah, I tried that. The thing is though, 06 left, the spacebar, I don't know, it's mapped somewhere different on my keyboard for some reason. Cool. Oh, hang on. Is that still not working? I mean, it's still an alpha version, guys. So the backup display, is that not working, or did I do something wrong? Did I forget something? It's in. Okay, fantastic. No worries. I did. That was Swift Shift, Captain Sassman. Yeah.
Release parking brakes.
So Released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Wow. Yeah, checklist. I'm just curious to see if we scratch anything here on the outside. I mean, this is a huge aircraft, isn't it? Will this fit? Oh. Oh, it's going to be a tight fit. Ay. I think we better get into the inside view. All right, I think this will be messy. Oh. Right. So engine start. I mean, surely you have to start one engine after the other, right? I'm pretty sure you can't start all the engines at the same time, right? So engine master. Is there like a ignition switch or something? There it is. Ignition start. It's on the overhead panel.
Parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Ay. Well, I think it's still okay. Yeah, it's close, but I think we're all right. Not bad. All right, let's start 4 then. Here we go. And that's a. No, we didn't even touch the stabilizer. No good. Exactly, the scratch was already there. Wasn't me. Yeah. Yeah, so Yanis, we talked about that collision between the A350 and the Canadair in Atlanta. And my opinion was that the Canadair, I mean, the fault obviously lies with the aircraft that was taxiing, not the, I love tap, yeah, not the aircraft that was standing still, but the Canadair, you know, if he had moved all the way forward to the hold line, they would not have collided. They're going to be starting in pairs. Okay, cool. Next time we'll start, or on the left side we'll start them in pairs. I love the, there we go. Here comes, what? Oh, we didn't do a checklist, did we? This. Yeah, so carried away here. Nav? No. Oh, lovely sounds. Really nice sounds, I think. Nice. Checklist. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm still learning. So survive. That's the problem, isn't it? It's just you have different systems here. Squawk. Standby. So where's that switch for the? MFD survive. Everybody's shouting at me like, survive, survival page. Don't you see it? No, I don't. Surveillance. Oh, hang on. Oh, there, I've got it. I've got it. Gear up. I've got it. Oh, I'm stressed. Right, auto. Oh, thank God for that. Jesus. All right. I'm glad we found that. Survival page. To me, that's survival page. Yeah. All right. Now, checklist. Let's try have a look at the checklist. So that would have been before start. Parking brake is now set. Takeoff speed thrust. They were 138, 141, 157, flex 66. And that's checklist complete. Fantastic. There we go. Nothing happened. Right. 2-1. Yeah, Jarhead. I mean, like, seriously. Yeah, you see, that brings me back to the inside with the space bar. Yeah, honestly, like 10 people, they type like surveillance key. It's obvious. It's right there. Do you make more money as an A380 pilot? Well, there's airlines. There is airlines that that pay more money for people flying long range. It all depends on the contracts, yeah.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start.
All
you
right.
can disconnect. Unlocking gear.
So I've not mapped the trim, the stabilizer trim. So let's go nose up. Look at the screen here, guys. I can't zoom in though. So I'm pressing nose up. So we've got to match the left side with the right hand side. So 36%. Go to the wing view. Okay, let me fix that in a minute. Look at that. Now it's green.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
And there we go. 36% is set.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
So we do the normal after start flows. That goes to norm. APU bleed, APU off. Then we would do a flight control check. So if we go to flight controls. Oh, look at that. Look at that display. Man, it's just so impressive. Full up, full down, neutral. Look at that. Is that close enough for the flaps? Oh yeah, I can hear that. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that view. Wow. That's goosebumps. Okay, behind the wings you can hear the flaps motor. Yeah, very nice sounds. Yeah, I haven't set a viewpoint yet. I don't have enough buttons for the viewpoints. I've not set one for the flaps because I found the engines more interesting. So is this far enough? Not quite. Still at the wing. All right, let's go a little bit further. Yeah, engine view is fire, all right. Okay, so here we are now at the flaps. Let me try that. We're going to break the flaps. We're going to overheat the flap motors in a minute. And we're not going anywhere. Flaps, that's locked. No, I tried a 4K version, Brenold. 4K. Cool. So flaps are here. 1+F. Perfect. So then we're going to arm the ground spoilers. And I think that was it, wasn't it? Let's do a checklist. Oh, auto brake, of course. Auto brake RTO. But that was already, hang on, that's already the takeoff checklist. Yeah, let's do the after start checklist. There we go. Anti-ice is off, not required. Pitch trim was set to neutral. That's already sensed, so that it doesn't give you any blue here, so that's fine. So it's just anti-ice off, and that's it. Checklist complete. And the rest is then takeoff checklist. Cool. Right, now we come to the difficult part regarding taxi. Do we have a taxi cam? No, okay. Here we go. First time taxiing. Still on. Okay, no worries, no worries. Here we go. Ah, and it's not so sensitive. GG's. It's not so sensitive regarding the taxi, left, right. Man, this is really good. Love it. Wow, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so are we good? Yeah. Oh, taxi cam is not possible in Microsoft Flight Sim. Ah, okay. I have to say, guys, so you know me complaining about Microsoft and the unrealistic modeling of the ground friction and so on. This actually feels very nice, taxiing. I'm not going to lie, this already feels like you're taxiing a very big and heavy aircraft. I don't know how they've done this, but... right, I've got to go take a left turn here, but how do I do that? How far do I have to go without going on to the... Needs a lot of power around a corner there. It is, I have to say, yeah, it totally surprising to me as well that they've made this completely free as an add-on. That was maybe a bit much. Hang on, is that my viewpoint? I think that's my normal viewpoint there. Yeah, that's true. Maybe the fact that this isn't actually quite as long, so there's the difference between the main gear and the nose gear isn't that big on the A380. I guess maybe then it is a bit easier to go around. But hang on, I talked to a real-world A380 captain, good friend of mine, and that's a bit laggy here. and I asked him about the the taxiing, and he said it's not that bad. The only thing you have to really be careful with is on a wet taxiway, going around corners, because the nose gear would scrub immediately. So yeah, you had to be really, really careful with that. Look at the wobble of the wing. Beautiful. Nice. Try and get that viewpoint. Cool. Alrighty. Exactly. That's actually a good point, guys. So if you think this add-on is worth something to you, then do consider donating money to them. I will do that as well, for sure. I think so, Yin. Yeah, I had to re-log in here. So what I did on the settings, I logged out from Navigraph account and logged back in, and then it worked. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Nico, I think you can actually change the boarding speed, can't you? In GSX in the settings. Right, FPS, 60 FPS, fine. Oh, 33 knots, blinding me. I didn't think we were going that fast. Jesus. Really, last week a British Airways 380 entered the wrong taxiway and they had to wait for an hour to get a pushback. No, it's frame generation. Yeah, frame generation. Native, I can't really show because of the VSync. Am I gonna arm the constraints? So wait, constraints. So then we're gonna go out, zoom out here, and then we're gonna go to nav. There we go. Actually, arc, that's fine. So we got constraints, terrain, traffic. Could do the same on this side. I was speeding. I'm at 22 knots now, okay? It's 22 knots. I think we're right with 22 knots. Yes, put them back to normal now. So what we can do is we can go and test takeoff config, and there we go. Takeoff checklist, no blue, and that is the checklist complete. All right, I'm excited. Let's take this into the air, shall we? Line up, clear takeoff. Hacks remain on. TCAS. Right, before people shout at me again. TCAS is on, okay? So. Oh, right, here we are, full length. Really? Hang on. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I like the aircraft screaming at me. Hang on. Let me try that. Perfect for me. Let's have a look. So we have the strobe lights on. Fantastic. All right, so done that. Oh, taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Flap setting, config 1+F, radar. Well, terrain is on. That's complete. And then we've got... how come... Lineup, there we go. Lineup checklist. Takeoff runway. 14 right confirmed. Cabin crew is advised. Prepare for departure. Packs 1 and 2 on, and that's checklist complete. It's not in the checklist though, Bruno. It's not. You lied. Probably in the real aircraft. Runway ahead. That's interesting. All right, let's get TCAS on here. And then gonna put this to flight plan. What is a good entry to mid-level yoke or flight sim? Man, hardware prices are coming down. Now a yoke, you mean a joystick or just a yoke? All right, let me just get airborne here. Let me have a look here. Is that working almost? Fix that just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, fine. Alrighty. Man, we're ready, right? Done everything, checklist completed. Alright, let's go. Takeoff. So have a look at the engine power. Okay, here it actually does that all together. And I think the acceleration of the engines is a bit too fast, but hey. They're probably going to tweak that. Right, thrust set. 100 knots. Bloody hell, it's fast. E1, rotate. Careful. Here we go. Pause the rate. Gears coming up. These engines, huge. Yeah, thrust climb, out blue. And here comes flaps up. Beautiful. Climb power set. Oh, nice. Yeah, I love how it actually it feels as it should be. Yeah, really nice. Excellent. Cool. Pitch. Yeah, maybe you may need to tweak a little bit in the twitch axes, in the pitch axes, but yeah. So one thing people have already been saying, and Bruno warned me as well, is that let's put standard out start. Is that yeah, the engine power needs to be tweaked. It's still a bit too much, really. Yeah. Beautiful. Alrighty, here's 7-0. Let's continue climb. So we've got thrust climb up blue 300. Jesus. Yeah, they've done a great job on the sounds as well. Ooh! Oh yeah, they have to tweak the performance. They have to tweak the performance. That's a bit much. I mean, we're not at max takeoff weight by any means, but that is a bit much. $10,000 it is already. Lights off. Karma Stories, thank you so much. Thanks for watching. So, I mean, let's be realistic. So let's try to get these things into perspective, right? So what do we have here? We've got an add-on, an aircraft add-on that features a absolutely unique aircraft. The A380 is a unique aircraft. It's like the Titanic, right, for the skies. And for me, since I never had a chance to fly it IRL, it does fascinate me. So to have a flight sim give us a A380 simulation that gives you kind of an immersion at the level that I'm already getting here, right? Fantastic. This is really fascinating. I really have to say, this is really, really fascinating. Hey, continue. Well, yeah, continue. The thing is, so Conti, the thing is, again, it fascinates me that they're not charging anything for it. But I would advertise for anyone, you know, capable regarding their financial situation, is to consider donating money to them. Right. You know, and the thing is, you can make up your mind and say, hey, this aircraft is, you know, this amount of money worth to me, and then yeah, and then, you know, go and donate that money to them. Yeah, I totally agree, Sagarika. Yes, McVoria, GG's. I will donate as well, absolutely. So, yeah, and a big shout out to Conti, guys. I'm sure you all know Continuum as well. Make sure to check out his channel here on Twitch. Yes, I am an IRL real-world pilot. I don't advertise it as other real-world pilots do here on Twitch or on YouTube. I don't write real-world pilots in the title. And currently, I'm in my last year of my career. So contrary to my voice, which sounds very young, I'm actually pretty old. I'm already 55. So I am looking forward to one more year of 787 flying. And then it will be a much more flight sim flying. But as we've talked about the you know, the fascination about flight simming and how far flight simming has evolved over the last years, it's great. Hey Tavers, well, you know that. I mean, if you feel like it, you can go for longer. For me, I am looking forward to many other things in life. But we're not going to embark on that. We've talked about the story for many during many streams in the past. What I will say though is I'm very, very happy and very humbled by the career that I've had, the opportunity to fly the 737, the 747, the A320 series, and now the 787. Absolutely amazing. So I'm really, really grateful. And but in the end, it's already been 30 years. So let's put the seatbelts auto. So I'll be 56 by the time I retire. Well, it depends. So really, it's between 55 to 65 is the range of pilots retiring. The reason why that is being done is that not everyone ages at the same speed, right? It's just a genetic thing, and maybe also, of course, a lifestyle thing. But you have pilots that are 55 and they look like 20 and they run marathons and so on, right? And they can fly until 65, absolutely no problem. But then you have people that already at 55 have health issues. And so to have them not having to fear to lose their license and their job, to have the option to call in and say, you know what, I'll retire next year, is a very good option for everyone, right? So that nobody is forced to fly against their abilities, if you like. Because what happens then eventually is the following: you will do your flight check in the flight sim, and because of your, you know, age and your well, developing handicaps, you are just not able to meet the requirements anymore regarding those check flights. And again, instead of just losing your job and your income, to have a option to retire earlier is a good thing. And for us in our company, part of your income goes into the retirement fund. So, you know, you pay money into a fund to retire, to get the option to retire earlier. Yeah, JD, yeah, exactly. That's what we talked about as well, right? So you never know as an airline pilot, you know, the life of an airline pilot is not exactly the most healthy one, right? So let's have a look. So cruise, where do I find the oh, there we go. There it is. Cruise 360 plan. The optimum was 410. All right, let's go 410 then. If that's the optimum, let's try that. There we go. Change to 410. New cruise altitude is 410. Fantastic. And just watch out for the tax man. Yeah, as always. Yeah, I mean, you know, so there are many factors, you know, going into the option or the decision to retire at a certain age, right? And again, I see that as luxury. It is luxury to be able to retire at an earlier age and not at 67 or 65. Well, to be honest, you know, if you look at, you know, so what's unhealthy as an airline pilot? Well, for one, yeah, exactly. You're sitting every day that you work. You're sitting around so much. You have the high-level radiation, the constant radiation that you're getting. You get on long range. You get the jet lag. You get the dry air. You get the noise, which can also cause stress. You know, stress hormones to be poured out, etc. So,
hey, BB,
hey, Tremonia.
I hope you're doing well.
I am. Thank you so much, Tremonia, for the 44 months. Big round of applause for that. Hope you're doing well too, Tremonia. Nice to see you. Wow, look at that view. Beautiful. How is the plane? I'm fascinated by it. Now, of course, there are some limitations, but those are more in the realms of Microsoft Flight Sim. But to be honest, I mean, it's only like 3 weeks now until we get Microsoft 2024. So I'm just going to wait and see what the new sim brings. There's no need to cry about, you know, the things missing in 2020. Yeah. And then let's see how this thing flies once it's transferred, once it's compatible with Microsoft 2024. We'll see how that works there. Really? Okay, so yeah, I've heard mixed things about the Breakthrough VC8, but we're going to try that in Frankfurt. And so, yeah, we'll set up the Breakthrough VC8 during cruise flight. Yeah, so the sim equipment. Now, the thing is, so I have many different hardware add-ons. So I have the Warthog Thrustmaster joystick, which I use for the Airbus series. I have the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke. I have a Brunner force feedback yoke, which doesn't work with every add-on, unfortunately. So, you know, of course, I don't like to compare the Brunner yoke with other hardware add-ons because the Brunner yoke is just luxury. So it's a force feedback, luxury, high quality add-on that obviously is very expensive. That costs you about 1,500 euros. So if you think about some yokes, there's some new yokes coming out as we speak. But currently, I did a video on the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke, and it's still very good. I still like it, but you know, there's lots of new yokes coming out. I think Whirlpool is making a yoke which is not force feedback. Just to make sure that that's understood, it's not force feedback, but it probably will be high quality as well. Wow. Yeah, so I'm using the 4K textures, and those are fine. Again, I have a huge TV screen at 4K. And this looks absolutely beautiful. Really nice. Yeah, absolutely majestic. Right, Altstar, look at that, 410. Now, we are back in managed speed, and it's cruising now at Mach 0.82, which is pretty much green dot as well. So we shouldn't really go below that. Oh, there we go. Now it's in cruise mode, so just a little bit above cruise, the green dot. So that's all right. Yeah, so Dustin, no, so yeah, Bruno said there's a click spot. So, oh, actually, left the door open. Good thing we're on our own, right? Where's the door? There it is. So there's a click spot. Yeah, can somebody grant Apocalypse the permission? Top left. What, door or behind the first? Oh, the first office ceiling. Okay, top left, top left, top left, top left. Does it show you? The sign with the next to the left. What? Yes, so the ground, so the OAN's worked, yes. Far left label. Ah. Okay, there we go. So that's a click spot there, that label. So I can see the light changing. Now the thing is that I'm using DX12 and frame generation, so I don't see a difference per se. Open the door when unloaded. Okay. It's just an empty hull now. Okay. So that's magic. Look at that. There we go. Now we got a cabin again. Okay, so regarding the OANS, so on the ground, what you need to do, you have to have Navigraph, I think, right? So Navigraph subscription is something what you have to have. Otherwise, the OANS will not work, right? Because it's using Navigraph data. If you have the Navigraph subscription and you have activated Navigraph here, yeah, you need a Navigraph charts subscription. Yeah, exactly. So if you have that, then you can go put the range ring to zoom on the ground. So when you're at the airport, put that to zoom. Then you should have the ONS showing, and then you can actually use that switch there to zoom in and zoom out. It's a toggle switch then that you can use to go zoom in, zoom out. And then you can click on the display to go left and right, for example. Okay, so Flower Wire said if you want to use the frame generation effectively, you should use this 4K version. Hang on, you can... Oh, hang on. How? So, what plan? Go to destination, what? Or destination? That's okay. Well, that's still Toulouse. Ooh. Ah. Hang on. Frankfurt? Oh, display airport. Yeah, you gotta read all that. It does help if you read the infos there. So please wait. Ah, look at that. And then you can use the cursor to slew around. And now we can do that brake to vacate. Okay. So let's try that. So, we're not that heavy today, are we? We've got gross weight 355 tons. What's the max landing weight? Max landing weight is 395. So about 40 tons below max landing weight already, okay? So, usually, now if we go and look at the airport infos, and for those that are new, if you go to blackbox711.com, and then on the web app, you can actually get these in the web application. Otherwise, we have in our Discord server some downloads for the toolbar. So we actually have this as well as a toolbar box here. And if you own the Flow Pro version, then you can also have that here as a widget. Yes, Goofy, we just tried that. Yes, thank you. But the FPS for me is not a problem at the moment. Yeah. Exactly. So cool. All right. So what we can do, if we want to say roughly, so first of all, you have to have a rough understanding of your landing distance requirements. So I would say you could go back to SimBrief and go to view flight plan. Go to landing. So we'll go to 25 left. And the landing weight later on will be, I guess, somewhere in the region of... let's have a look. We got to burn. How much do we burn? We're going to burn another... about 10 tons. So 340... Let's do 348 or something for landing weight. We'll do a flap setting full. 5 knot wind ref additive. 1027. We're going to take the factored. So factored distance is 15% on top of the actual distance. And we use the in-flight method. So then we're going to calculate that. So so brakes auto 1 is going to require us 2,200 meters, which will then leave us at Mach 21, okay? So if I go and zoom in, so Mach 23, Mach 21. So if I go and zoom in here, here's Mach 21. So I've got to click on the runway first. So how do I click on anywhere or just here? 25 left. Okay. Ah, there we go. Look at that. Ooh, fancy. So I clicked on the runway identifier and look at that now. It gives me, I would imagine then max manual, dry and wet. I would imagine that was going to be like max manual. Yeah, minimum required stopping distance. Yeah, okay. So that means if I tell it now to go at Mach 21, there we go. So it does highlight that. Let's zoom in a bit more. So I can now select Mach 19 would be here. So Mach 19, Mach 21. So the thing is this. So Mach 19 is like a 90 degree. Mach 21 would be the high speed. Now I can only put that here, for example. So that would be one option. Now I could also go Mach 23. Exactly. So after we just did that. So we selected the head of the runway first, and then we have that highlighted option for the exit. Yeah, if you always go for the wet landing distance, of course, then you are on the safe side. Always on the safe side, right? Well, back then, so aero snippets, for us, you would have to have been over 60 to get a slot on the A380 fleet. So, like I said, I'm 55 now. I would have had to wait another 5 years before ever getting the chance to go on A380 back then. So, you know, that was so far away for me. So that was never really an option. Okay. Well, I mean, as a challenge, so I would say, as a challenge, we're going to take Mach 23. So it says now, as a turnaround time, 140 minutes, 262 minutes. Is that what I interpret here? What's ROT? Bruno, what's ROT there? Yeah, okay. Yes, I would have been very interested, yeah, to fly the A380, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, okay. So the exit, the cool thing is, I mean, that's pretty neat. Look at that. Exit, Mach 23, 2,188 meters. I have a bit more, and I have official data, so I'm not sure where they get the data from. But that's more like 2007. Well, I mean, maybe that's from touchdown. I don't know. That could be from touchdown, while this is from the threshold. So 2007 from the threshold, and maybe that's from the touchdown. Oh, how cool here. Thanks for the info. So ROT stands for runway occupancy time in seconds. Well, I mean, we can try to press a stopwatch. Yeah, I mean, it's nice for info, right? I mean, 73 seconds. We'll see. But that's an interesting information. I mean, on the real aircraft, I guess that would be very accurate. So, that's really neat. Okay, so we set the brake to vacate. Okay, guys, once again, in order to set brake to vacate, what you need to do, you need to click on the runway identifier first, so 25 left, and then you choose your exit past the dry marker. I mean, that's max. That's the shortest distance on a dry runway that you can stop the aircraft at the given weight. Yeah. So do something realistic, like, you know, Mach 21 would be doable. And I'm a bit, you know what? I actually let's challenge the add-on. Okay, let's do that. Let's have it brake a bit faster. So let's go with Mach 19 there. All right. So Mach 19 is set. 1 minute and yeah. So if you start to float, you can see the pink lines updating in real time. Really? So as you go into the flare, and you flare too long, those move along. And then once they go past the end of the runway, depending on you know whether you've got dry or wet runway, then it will scream. Yeah, it'll tell you runway too short. Yeah, of course. I mean, there will be brake to vacate. I'm pretty sure that even with contamination like a slush or yeah, you know, standing water to some extent, maybe then the SOPs will tell you not to use brake to vacate, but use another setting like low 2-3. What's the highest setting for? No, high. So it says brake to vacate, low 2-3 high. Now that's neat. I mean, honestly, I'm a bit amazed. I'm really amazed what they have created here. And again, this isn't finished yet, right? They are saying it's still actually in the alpha still, and they're giving you the option to try it out in an alpha version, and to continue to work hard on updating and improving it. Yeah, Ilka, I think in real life, if you tell it really that you're going on Mike 19, I guess it would calculate that. It'll add another like 15 seconds on top of that time or something. That's what I think it would do. Yeah, MAN, absolutely, absolutely. Right, let's go back to arc mode. Let's go back here. Really nice. The black box 8. I have nothing to do with that. the black box A330. I'm in no way affiliated. Okay. Nice. Really, so the brake to vacate works. It does a minimum amount of braking action to minimize runway occupancy time, and then at some point it slams the brakes on. Okay. Yeah. So the idea is to vacate at the brake to vacate point with 10 knots. Okay, that's from the documents. Yeah. So 10 knots. Thank you, Bruno. Giftswerk, I would have to check documents. I mean, we have selected, I would say, a fairly high cost index. So we've selected like 200 cost index, and so I mean 8.2. I mean, I think it would cruise maybe a bit faster. Yeah, it usually would. I mean, it looks like as if that is actually a fairly low cost index. So let's try that. 300. So it should recalculate that now. Oh, okay. So the cost index is in up at the moment. Ah, okay. So there we go. That's the work in progress. So the only thing really you could do is go selected speed and then fly a bit faster. I would need to check some flight plans to see what cost index, so what kind of cost index is normal at the moment. Is VNAV working? Well, I mean, we'll try it on the approach towards Frankfurt, because we do have an arrival that requires some minimum and maximum altitudes. So let me have a look at the approach chart. So let's go Frankfurt and then the star, and we're going to fly the Incom 1 Alpha. So this one here. So we have a couple of windows that we have to fly through, and I'm going to put the 110 at the end, and then let the aircraft fly in VNAV. We'll see how that works. If you go selected, you should see the short-term managed speed bug on the. Okay, so. Oh, okay, so that's selected. So that's the selected speed, and that's the short-term managed speed. Oh, you mean the add-on? It must be fixed to a specific cost index. That's a good question. I don't know. So IRL, the range is 400, so between 250 to 400 cost index, yeah. So Nico, you said on your flight, VNAV was pretty accurate, but the speed not as much. Okay. Yeah, so again, without going, bashing Microsoft's flights of 2020 again, but so for those that don't know, a lot of add-on makers are struggling with the drag model within Microsoft Flight Sim. So trying to get a proper engine thrust simulation, a correct engine thrust simulation going, including all the fuel flow stuff, and also then this descent drag model. So as long as the underlying simulator doesn't simulate the atmosphere correctly, it's going to always pose a huge challenge to add-on makers to get the drag model correct. And so that's why, if you have a focus on the vertical path, meaning, you have your FMS work correctly and the autopilot, that it maintains the correct path to meet all these restrictions. If the drag model is incorrect, then you're either going to have, well, most of the time, speed going up, creeping up to maximum speed or going over speed, or the other way around. So it's always a challenge for these add-on makers. So let it rip, yeah. Airbus fan, apparently yes. So apparently certain things will improve in Microsoft 2024 with the underlying model, and also with the ability, the SDK, the ability for add-on makers to modify their aircraft better. How do you draw fixed rings on the nav display? Let's try that. Good question. I've not done that yet. So let's have a look. So usually that would be done on the flight plan page. So if we select, let's have a look. If we select this, we can insert a hold, put that to overfly. So we don't have that here. Okay, so fix. Sorry. Okay, thanks for the info. So the fix info is in at the moment. Mohammed. So at the moment, Mohammed, you can't. That is still work in progress. Yeah, someone has to do that page. So we're still over at France. Currently, well, actually the routing will take us past Paris. So let's have a look. Where are we? We're coming up Dibis. Yeah, so we're coming up. So Paris is around about 100 miles ahead of us. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's Paris. So très joli. We'll have a look later on. Over to Paris. Beautiful. Now, I am noticing my GPU fans working hard. Harder than with other add-ons. So even though I have good FPS, I can feel that they're already working hard. So I'm not sure if the 8K textures is really a good idea. And again, the thing is, if I look at my big monitor here, these textures are already fine. Yeah, Astor, I tried that. It doesn't really help that much. So that's the cabin gone. Lol. That looks so weird. But I can still hear the fans rev up pretty high. So yeah, we'll leave it at that for now. That's fine. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's true. 0G flight, right? Yeah, Ali, that's the thing, right? I'm just wondering how much better 8K would look with the expense of the performance. Pretty. En bit skulle vi. Add some Red Bull. Oh. Okay, so the downside is that that's the thing, if you deactivate the cabin, it also deactivates then the view from the outside. So let me put that back in. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Yeah, Prologe, so as far as I understand, these displays aren't yet activated. So here, you would normally have company-related stuff. Like, for example, it's connected usually to an EFB, so you can have, documents, your FCOM, MELs, all kinds of stuff in here. And then you would access that. Or, if you write telex, let's say, telex to, we have a kind of a telex interface that we can communicate with the company, etc., station. And then for that, you have a keyboard there. Yeah, you got your footrests there, yeah. Yeah, so Bruno, so the RCAS stuff, so it's not yet implemented here yet, but that's there. But here, I can't show you, obviously, because there's certain things I can't show you from my real world EFB. But in our EFB, so in the aircraft EFB as well, there is a page where we can order weather data, we can order, connect info for our passengers. We can write, free text messages. It uses more the broadband system, right, and not the ACAR system. Order coffee, MAN? No, you can't order coffee with that. Bruno, have they? I'm not sure if I caught or not. Are they trying to develop this further? But because I mean, because at the moment you have the EFB here. So I don't see what this would bring. In-flight entertainment, no. No, we don't have that here. Devs mentioned they will, but it's not priority right now. Okay. I mean, you know, yeah. So Airbus fan, let me have a look. So let's have a look at some pictures. Let's see if I can find some infos on there. There we go. So that's from Airbus directly. So I guess that's like airport infos, or here's like the flight envelope. It looks like CG infos. All right. So yeah, and you can see there's no other EFB. I guess they would have option to have one placed here, but it's like the aircraft EFB. So that's why you would have these there. Yeah, Bruno just posted a link, Airbus fan as well. Anybody that's interested. It's a document PDF that tells you about the page. So, for example, you can have load sheet, so flight related stuff in there. But again, I mean, depending on the database that you insert, I mean, surely you can get minimum equipment list stuff in there, and yeah, all kinds of documents. So it's probably very versatile. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So it's that company-specific stuff that you could choose. Why is it getting dark already? Oh, yeah, it's because it's winter time, right? Keep forgetting. Nah, I tell you what, we're going to make this a little bit more daytime because break to vacate. So we want to see where we get off. Yeah, exactly. Man, it's now with the winter time. It just gets dark so early again here in northern Germany. Really weird. All right, let's do a fuel check, shall we? So currently, let's have a look. Let's do EFOP in here. So we're coming up to Toulouse. What time would we go airborne? Surely a modern aircraft like this will note down the airborne time automatically, correct, Bruno? Surely. Yes, there's a keyboard in here, but it's not modeled yet because the keyboard would access the OIS, so... It does not! You've got to be kidding me. Seriously. Alright, that's it. I'm deinstalling. It doesn't record the takeoff time automatically. What is this? Unflyable. Yeah, forget about it. Refund. No. Yeah, exactly. Literally unplayable. It doesn't do automatic takeoff time. All right. Okay, so I guess we've got to... let's see. I have no idea. I have honestly no idea. What time we took off. Oh, yes, Halloween. Yes, MAN. Once again, hello, MAN. I think I'll be online in an hour's time because we're going to do a go around and we're going to try some touch and goes, maybe practice some landings. But also, already, thank you so much, MAN, for the huge support. Yeah, who's the FO? Not starting the stopwatch or the clock, man. However, what we can do, it tells us that we're going to arrive with 21.7 tons, according to this. So currently we've got 25.2. Sounds a bit optimistic in my opinion, because we have about 45-minute flight time remaining. And currently, how much fuel are we using? Let's have a look. Engines there. So we got a fuel flow of, well, less than 10 tons. It's about 9 tons, isn't it? A bit more over 9 tons. You can see it on the cruise page. Hold on, performance, cruise. Yeah, 47 minutes. What else can I see here? Approach. Go, just descend. The ECAM. Oh, what? ECAM cruise page. What? Hold on. Engine off. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, there we are. Yeah, fuel flow. Yeah. So here's the fuel flow as well. Duh. Okay, there we go. All right. So, but still, yeah, like something above 9, just 9 tons of power. Yes, we do have Halloween, and so my wife. So this morning, my wife says, "Oh God, I didn't buy any sweets," and I'm like, "Great! Now we're gonna find our our bins on the street next morning." And she said, "Nah, last 2 years, nobody rang the doorbell." I was like, "Well, we had COVID, right? I mean, I'm sure that this year, we're gonna have some children ring the doorbell." And then she said, "Well, if they do, we're not gonna open." And I'm, what, you're gonna pile down a house? You're gonna extinguish all the lights so that I don't see that anybody's home or what? It's like. And so sure as hell, yeah, the doorbell rang. So I said, "Well, now tell the kids that you don't have any sweets." No, actually, I'm from North Germany. I'm from Northern Germany. If I sound Bavarian, that makes me wonder. No, Mark, you know what would be mean? It would be mean if you tell the children to sing or say a poem or something. And then once they finish, then tell them, "Oh, sorry, I don't have any sweets this year." That would be mean. Yeah, eggs on cars and yeah, I know, right? Usually here in Germany, they would throw over your bins, so your trash bins. Emma's family did the same. Okay. Winky, no. If you give them a banana or an apple, they will smear something on your wall. Yeah, don't do that. My wife did that once. They gave them mandarins, your little oranges. You should see the look on the faces of the children. Oh. Put some mannequins in the living room. Yeah. Have you taken the SimBrief block fuel? Well, Brandon, I added a bit more. So giving here, so what I did, I added 5 tons. But again, that was more like also for for a practice go around. Bruno, do you know, does this have something like reduced or the smart go around? No, it's not smart go around. It's soft go around. Lol. But you know, a smart go around sounds even better than soft go around. Yeah, same with Christmas carols, yeah. So IRL, yes, but not implemented here. Okay. So IRL has climb thrust D rates, yeah. What soft go around? Let's see. Do I have an explanation in here? No, I don't have to. So on the only add-on I'm aware at the moment is the Toulouse A330 and A320 Neo. So the Neos, they have what's called a soft go around mode. How do you get that? Well, if you go around and you put thrust levers into the Toga notch, and then within 5 seconds you put them back into the flex notch, then the aircraft will go into soft go around mode. It tells you soft go around, and what it does, it will regulate the thrust so that you have about 2,000 feet per minute climb rate. And the idea is that especially on the Neos, when they are light, they have so much power. And I can tell you that from IRL, I did a go around, a full power go around in the 320 Neo in fog at about 200 feet because of system issue. And we didn't use soft go around. It was like afterburners. It was crazy. It was just, I never felt an airliner. Well, I'll correct myself. The 747 empty at max power, that was the craziest what I've ever felt. But the 320 Neo at very light weights and max go around thrust. Pwah. Yes, it should say soft go around on the FMA, yeah. Oh, okay, Bruno. GG's. Yeah, so again, if you're just wondering, so I'm getting questions again regarding the terrain mode here, so the terrain display. If that's not working for you, the reason is that you haven't have SimBridge installed and running. So under the fly-by-wire installer down here, it says SimBridge. Just install it and then run it. You can have automatic run as well. You can have that running automatically with Windows Start. But that needs to be running and connected. So then you can have that terrain mode in here. What? Old? No. Hang on. No, I updated that today. Oh, you mean the A380? Hang on. I mean, I downloaded it once it was available. Is that like an update already available? Yeah, okay. Give me a break. I had work to do. Hotfix. I used to make fun of the A380 and its looks, but I have to give it to Airbus. It looks cute. In a certain way, it looks cute, doesn't it? It's like a, you know, like a whale. Right? Whales look cute as well, right? So, it's a baby whale. Quite a fat whale. Oh, Dennis. It's kind of a baby beluga. Empty. I know what. How you doing? A baby whale at 350 tons. Yeah. Baby beluga XS. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, I mean, the amount of... So the underside here... So this part is also creating a hell of a lot of lift. So the underbelly creates lift as well. Hey, buddy! How you doing? Oh, my boy. Oh, Jesus. What about it? Buddy, thank you much for the 87 months. Jesus, buddy, wie geht's dir? I hope you're doing well. How was your holiday? Oh, we already passed Paris. We forgot to check Paris. No. Whoops. I forget to use those buttons. No, we already passed Paris. But I think Paris was underneath the clouds there. So we would not have seen it anyways. Street Orc, I could not have said that better. Very nice word, Street. Yeah. And I said, people should, if they are enjoying this add-on, they should consider donating money. Yeah. But he says still living. You're writing your PhD dissertation right now. Good God. How many pages will that have to be? Yeah, after 3 years. Yeah, finally a vacation, right? Yeah, I hope you had a nice vacation, buddy. But from the pictures that you sent, I would say yes. Jesus, you're doing Dubai to Los Angeles? In a 388? 16 hours. Okay, right now, you're on page 148. And how many more, buddy? Yeah, 90-second evacuation, right? Incredible. Another 50, another 100. Good God. Yeah, Ali, that's true. Yeah, right at the beginning, really early on, they gave the A320 Neo as a free add-on as well. Yeah, that definitely helped. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Ilka, the thing is, I think a lot of us flight simmers are very anxious and kind of, you know, looking forward to Microsoft 2024 and really see how much it changes with regards to aerodynamics and flight feel. I mean, better visuals is all nice, you know, some more sophisticated fauna and flora and so on is also nice. But for me personally, yeah, aerodynamics, flight feel, that's really what I'm looking for. Oh, Mark, that's a really, really cool... Okay, guys. So, Mark, one of my mods, just posted this. I didn't even know about this page yet. So, you know, they have expensive, right? So they have expenses regarding server hosting, etc. So yeah, you can see, and there you can actually also put in the donations, right? Right. I will donate right now. Oh, top to send soon. Yeah, yeah. Let me just get that donation out. Hey, Timo. There we go. All right, so donated. And I would advise anyone anyone that really likes the add-on already in its current state, knowing that it's going to get better and better. I do highly recommend showing some love and appreciation. What's the over button? So that's... Yeah, I think that those are the maintenance stuff, Brenold. You mean like up here? Yeah, this one here, right? I would have to look into the books. I don't know exactly what the abbreviation stands for. Cabin data, gate link. I mean, that sounds to me like stuff for the, you know, company regarding passenger stuff and so on. Yeah, yeah. I think. Oh, this one here. Oh, this. Oh, okay. NSS data to avionics. Yeah, so maybe, Brenold, yeah, maybe that, like Bruno says, maybe, you know, in the real aircraft, the OIS. So if you have any data in here that, you know, is in regards to passenger numbers, passenger seating, etc., maybe that then transfers that data to the avionics section. Yeah, some of that. That's really kind of deep down avionics stuff. AirDoc, I really am surprised. I came in with kind of low expectations, because it is a free add-on, right? But I have to say, up to this point, I'm actually very impressed. So the stuff already that we have in here, and right now, it's functioning already really, really well. Yeah, sounds are good, 3D modeling is good, and it's already good enough to go on VATSIM, yeah. I'm just wondering, is there a statistic somewhere to see how many A380s are currently online on VATSIM? Is that data available somewhere? That's a Papa Charlie. That's a great quick answer. 552. I would say that's more than IRL. But that guess isn't really hard to do, is it? 1,860 on Volanta? Really? Oh god. Yes, FMCs are independent, yes. You can choose different so for example, if I go here, you can see that's different.
Blackbox Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class?
Hey Chris Clark. Hello to you. Happy Halloween.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the turtle livers.
Just stopping by to say hello from the holiday. Really glad to see that the A380 is out now. I've always had a soft spot for this plane.
Really? Okay.
Hope you're doing well.
I am. Chris, I hope the same for you and your family. Hope you're all well. Did you ever manage to fly as a passenger on one of these beauties? Surely. I mean, he flew a lot. Yeah, exactly. It's only 254 built IRL. Cessna. Thanks for that statistic. That's what I meant with, you know, there's more online right now on VATSIM than ever been. Yeah, so Brennelt, I'll show you Brennelt. Look here. If you go to here, SURV, surveillance. I always call it survival. I don't know why, because I always put that with GPWS and TCAS. So for me, that's survival, but that's surveillance, okay? And there you can put in the squawk, for example. I can put in 7700. Good thing when online. I can press ident. Here's TCAS. Put that to below. Weather radar. Let's have a look. So weather radar is here. I guess that's not working yet. Right, don't touch it. Top of descent coming in, isn't it? Hang on. Where's my top descent? Top descent, top descent. Flight plan. I saw that top of drop error. Where is it? Oh, I'm 3,000 feet. Oh, no. I've been talking too much. Right, 11,000. That's the lowest. Let's go. So thrust idle descent. Oh my god, yeah, 3,600 feet high. Jesus. Dive, dive, dive. Late box, yeah. Oh. Expedite. No, we don't have that here. Yeah. Yeah, so Chris, yeah, you flew on when you were working out there. Yeah, I thought so, Chris. But yeah, we may have to go and take... let me go back to manage speed as well, okay? So there we have the speed bracket, and we're going to take speed brakes. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, here they come. Now we're going down. Yeah, Top Gun theme. And then I get a strike, copyright strike. Levels of shame. They should not call that. They should not call that at all. Right. But look at that. We are diving. And we're reaching the optimum path in about 20 miles. That's the velocity vector. It's like the bird. You can hardly see it though. But there it is. It's black. So the flight path vector on the A320. But here it's called velocity vector. Yeah, so Tremonia, on your PFD, right? There's a trim setting indicator. Now you have to go on your performance page. Speed brakes back in. You have to go to fuel and load, and there you have to put in the ZG. Or on the performance page, takeoff. No, so that was on the fuel and load. Hey Bob, what's your vector? Yeah, I was fun, like we said. So you know, the drag model, that's one of the big downsides on Microsoft 2020. So that's so difficult to get right. Oh, there we go. So here we go. Yeah. So under takeoff performance. So performance takeoff, put in the horizontal stabilizer setting here, CG here. So if you go to your, now I've learned this as well today, so if you go to your payload, you can get the zero fuel weight CG, and if you click on that, you get the takeoff gross weight CG as well. Right, that's how, and then you enter that there, that takeoff CG, and that tells you then the target. Yeah, and then you trim. Now I use the pitch trim here, up and down. I have not matched that to a button. And then you match those values up. It becomes green. Yeah, jump from holy. I would imagine that being the case. Yeah. Cool. Let's prepare. Let's prepare for Frankfurt. So let's go and get the Frankfurt weather again. Oops. Let's go. Ah. Echo Delta Delta Foxtrot. So we have overcast 1200, 11 degrees, QNH 1027, and becoming overcast 900. So let me go to approach performance. So temperature is 11, QNH 1027. Minimum baro. So, oops, I think it was 570, but we'll check with the charts. So let's go approach, ILS 25 left. There we go. Is Navigraph down again? Yeah, oh no, do it in a minute. Hang on. Frankfurt approach. Yeah, it's that. I think it's. I think I have issues again. Let me go and get my Sim Toolkit Pro in here. And so we'll take the approach in here. Approach. ILS 25 left. Yeah, so the approach starts at a 4,000 minimum. Cat 1. 570 rounded up. Missed approach 290, 685, and then we go left 237 max 5000, then Charlie. Okay, we can check that as well on the so that's 570 correct. Transition 060 is good as well. The wind 220 at 5. Enter at 5. So headwind 4, crosswind 2. So we'll take config full, approach speed 134. We have green dot 190. And then we can activate the approach fate later. Right, so here we go, brake to vacate, Bruno. And what else do we need to do? Well, that's armed now. BTV is armed. Minus 23. Lol. Okay, well that's, I guess that's still a bit bugged. Although, I mean, let's see if that changes it. I did not put that there, okay? We'll see if that works. Conditioning. How come the packs... Okay, so that may be a bit bugged. The packs are definitely on. Bleeds are on. Yeah. I guess that's still work in progress. We'll leave it at that. That's still work in progress. Yeah, Krishu, what you need to do is, so those that are just joining and want to see how to use brake to vacate, so you have to have the Navigraph's aircraft data, so subscription for that. And then what you do, you go to, you zoom in. Right, you can select your airport selection. Right, if you click on that, we selected Frankfurt. Then you can select 25 center. It now warns about the brake to vacate runway. So now 25 left. So you have dry. So the shortest distance is dry here. Wet is here. So let's choose a waypoint, an exit somewhere here. So I've chosen, I wanted to choose Mike 19. Actually, no, let's go to Mike 21. Oh, it does work. So Mike 21, the high speed. All right, 58 seconds until we vacate. Yeah, and that's it. And that's how we select it. And then you have to put this to brake to vacate, the selector here, BTV. And then you have brake to vacate armed. So in the meantime, we can see that thrust is idle, but it's hovering on the lower bracket of the speed bracket there. But it's supposed to be between 130 and 110 at ram up. And it seems to be doing that perfectly. And then 110 at Delta Fox 401. Yeah, we checked the doors. Doors were all closed. Oh, they're not. Guys, we saw that on the checklist. What is happening? They're all closed. Now that must be a bit bugged. Oh. Hey, flying tuna. Okay, that one was already reported. Okay. Right, 130 below at ram up. That's correct. And then we want to reach 110 at the next waypoint there. If you find a bug, you have to fix it. Yeah. Okay, but that's the reasoning then. Why it's so cold in the cabin. There we go. Now it's getting warmer. Cool. Cool. Briefing. So missed approach. Let's have a look. Enter destination data. We'll clear that. So we entered all the data in here. That's fine. For the go around, thrust reduction. We'll put. Let's put. That's 1,000 feet. That's fine. Oh, yeah, let's leave that as is. Cool. And on the legs page, the waypoints are in. Cool. Let's select the LS already. Ross Coot, hello to you. Performance issues. Now I'm using frame generation. And I'm absolutely honest here. My GPU fans are running pretty high. And I am noticing the occasional stutter when changing views. .787 not big enough anymore. Well, I mean, again, you know, the fascination is there for many, many people. That's called the velocity vector. So that's a flight path vector. So it shows you, with relation to the lateral and vertical situation, where the aircraft is heading. Or actually drifting. Not heading, but drifting. Right, 11,000. Look at that. It made that. So the vertical, path, all fine. Speed is, I'm not sure though if the speed is limited here. Yeah, I can't pull the charts at the moment. Okay, that's fine. I would definitely. Okay, so for those that regarding the performance stuff, I'm using the 4K textures, and to me that looks already fabulous. I don't think there's a need for 8K textures. Why does this one have only one flight director switch? Good question. I don't know either. Alright, seatbelts on. We'll put some lights on. Laying us on. Gonna have a problem at Frankfurt? Could be. It could be. I mean, I'm still hitting 60 FPS right now, but we'll see with Frankfurt. Exactly. So, yeah, again, it's two things. It's an alpha, A, and B, it's free. Right? So yeah, they're gonna work very hard trying to optimize things, obviously. Give them time. Really? That's a shame, Brennell. Sorry to hear that you got issues like that. Stalled after take, crash into the sea, and then crash the desktop. You couldn't steer the plane. And with the flight control check after, so Brennell, you checked the controls. So I always say, look, flight control check in the flight sim is very important as well. Oh, really? Dennis, you had the same issue. Okay, so Brennell, that sounds to me like a WASM crash. Yeah. Mohammed, it's not working yet. So the fixed rings are not working just yet. But yeah, but did you use frame generation autopilot? Probably not. All right, let's descend down to 60. So thrust idle, open descent, out blue, 60. ILS identified. And Frankfurt should be... Hey, Spot Ollie, nice to see you. It's your city down here.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box.
Thank you so much, everyone. Another subscriber coming in, new member. The Blaze, thank you so much for Twitch Prime.
Where complimentary drinks, snacks, and premium flight entertainment will be served. Thank you.
And the background there, Frankfurt Airport, Aerosoft. Is that with a new profile, MTR Nord? Thank you so much, The Blaze. Welcome to the community. Erstes Fazit, so first impression, very good. The only thing really, I mean, people are reporting on some issues with FPS performance. What I can say, I'm using DX12 with frame generation. What I can say is that I can hear the GPU fans running very high. So I could say, yes, it does stress the system. Autopilot use frame generation as well. Okay, that sounds somewhere a bottleneck than somewhere autopilot. So what I would like to do, guys, I'm going to go radar vectors, simulated radar vectors. We're going to approach. I want to do an automatic go around. Unless Bruno says it doesn't work yet. But I want to try that. Oh man. Thank you so much. Nico Air.
Twitch channel subscriber experience.
Yeah. No, hang on, this one. Sorry. Let me give a round of applause for that. There we go. That's what I wanted to press. Nico Air, thank you so much for Twitch Prime as well. That's really kind. Thank you so much. Voyager, so the next stream should be Saturday. I haven't updated that info yet, Voyager. Saturday. No, we're not going to fly the whole star. I'll shortcut in a few, like 1 or 2 miles. So let's go, yeah, 5,000, QNH 1027. Yeah, 1027, so set altimeters, 1027, 1027. And now we can read the checklist, so let's go checklist here. Don't need the departure checklist, we need the approach checklist. So bar ref is 1027 set. It reduced to 250 knots automatically, nice. Minimum bar row 570. Auto brake to vacate, checklist complete. That means I'm going to pull on heading here. I'm going to turn right, out star. I'm going to reduce the speed. There we go. 175 is fine. And then I'm going to put, let's see, direct to. I haven't done that yet. Oh, there we are. Direct to. And then we select the waypoint, which is 68 something, 680. Insert direct to, course in. I think we have to use. Is that not working yet? Insert to. Ah, okay, it only goes direct to yet, it seems. All right, doesn't matter. So nav. And I'm going to activate the approach phase. So we go to performance, approach, activate approach phase. Confirm, yes. So now we can go to manage speed again. The aircraft will slow down. Epon, oh god, that name. Epan, short version, Epan. Welcome, how are you? Beautiful. Epis, okay, Epis, thank you. How are you? Welcome. Hey, nice, Nico. How was your landing? Yeah, Nico, it's fine, right? Here comes flaps 1. And when I have the sounds. Yeah, you can even hear them here. Oh, I have to press the approach button. Hang on. Gotta press the approach button. Where is it? There it is. Approach. Glasslow block armed Cat 3. Cat 3. Dual autopilot 1+2. Beautiful. Predict -400. Oh. Now, Bruno already warned me regarding earlier break. So I said, well, now I'm going to flare beyond the touchdown zone, probably. And he flared a bit late, but once -170, GG. Right, Lockstar. Glide slope in about 2 or 3 miles. Oh, we're still at 5,000, that's why. 4,000 would be the intercept normally, but 5,000 is fine as well. Missed approach altitude set. Let's go flaps 2. So slats already out. It's just the flaps now that go. Ah, beautiful. Oh, really? So the hot fix, they fixed the cost index, Tremonia. Thanks for the info. Brennelt, yes, I will do that. So Brennelt, let me do an automatic go around first, and then lighting looks very nice. I'm really surprised. So pedals to flood, main panel flood, integral lights, ambient light. Look at that. It works. Look at that. Pedals. That's really nice. Main panel flood. Oh, lovely colors. Nice. They did a nice job here as well. Really cool. Hang on. Careful with the flying close to VLS. Okay. Okay. Okay, thanks, Bruno. So we're going to fly a bit faster. Let me put... yeah, let me put then 139 approach speed. Oh, that changes it. 134. That's weird. Oh, it's fine on approach. Oh, okay, with the go around. Okay, thanks. For the go around. That's copied. Let me go in the outside view real quickly. Ah, that's so awesome. Now I want to see the landing gear. Here it comes. Look at those gear doors. Jesus. What a cool... Did you see all these little doors change? Wow, what a cool animation. That's fascinating. Wow. Right, flaps 3. And that is fascinating. So you have lots of bump noises as the gear goes down. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll try that later, Bruno, maybe in the cabin. Right, let's put flaps to landing. So flaps landing. And the landing checklist. Ikamema, no blue. Landing checklist completed. Here's the runway. So let's do some manual flying. Oh, actually, I said automatic go around, right? So let me leave that. Let me do automatic go around then. Into the sunset. How cool is that? Right, let's do... Oh, yes, float it. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then engage autopilot. Okay, all right. That's a good idea. So manual thrusts. Manual flight. Auto thrust off. 1000 checked. Stable. Right, so
1000.
So it's one thing I'm noticing. The pitch sensitivity is a little bit, of course, the Microsoft pitch sensitivity, but then again, you have to make a bit of a trade-off. Because if the pitch isn't sensitive enough, people will then have problem landing the aircraft. Because then you have to anticipate more what the plane will do. Different flare logic. Okay, so what's the flare logic like? What do I have to look out for? All right, so let me zoom in here. So Bruno was saying
400.
So look at this. So you see the dry marker and the wet marker. Now obviously I can't land it or can't flare it. Well, I can try. So let's flare it. Typical A380 first landing.
100 above.
Everybody says don't slam it. Remember to brake early, flare early. I still have the initial release version. Continue. So now we're getting a bit low. I have to correct that. All right, on path again.
50, 40, 30.
Now I'm a bit. Oh no, I flared too high. You see how that dry and wet marker just continues to move on. So now we should have gone around anyway.
You can always go around.
You guys.
Coming down. Don't wait until you're sideways, baby, sliding on the ground. You can always go around.
I'm surprised. It would still allow me to land right now and come to a stop.
Runway too short.
There we go. Runway
too short.
How cool. Right, go around.
Runway too short.
Flaps. Flaps 3, speed check. Flaps 3, pause the rate, gear up. Crazy wing there. There we go. 2 notches back, thrust climb, open climb, out blue, 5,000. Flaps going 1. Speed checked, flaps 1. Look at that, what, it's cyan because that's selected, and then it'll turn green. There's, now it's green, they're at the position there. Flaps 0, speed check, flap 0. 2,000 feet. Let's go select vertical speed. 1,000 feet per minute. Autopilot on. Autopilot 1. Nice. But you saw that really well for the logic, right? So it looked really like we were within the last 1,000 meters of the landing distance. So I'm not sure how good the live calculation of the remaining landing distance is. But I mean, I would have never thought that touching down, just prior to that runway too short call, that we would actually be able to stop the aircraft in time before the runway runs out. But that's, I don't know. So, I mean, that's max manual braking, and the brakes are very strong. So, cool. Let's go quick radar vectors left side. And let's speed up a bit. Yeah, that's what Bruno meant. You see that that goes up to green dot very quickly, so you've got to be careful with that. So we have to do the after takeoff checklist again. Although we don't have an after takeoff checklist here, but we could do the approach checklist again. Conditions remain the same. So let's do... So if I do that, what I do now is I'm going to select that. Approach. And then I'm going to reset the checklist. And there we go. Works as well. Look at that. So we can do that again. So bar ref set, 1027, no changes. Minimum 570. Auto brake is still brake to vacate. And that's the checklist complete. That's the flaps indication, yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the approach. Hang on, not that. Hang on. We'll do flight plan. So let's try that again. Direct to 680. Now the thing is, I'm not sure. So it doesn't really... So that doesn't work yet. So normally I would select course in. All right, let's leave that. So it has the ILS still programmed, still tuned, so that's all fine. So we'll leave that in, and then we can actually go activate approach phase, confirm. Cool. Button regarding config 3. Let's have a look. On the overhead panel, is there anything there? No. Shall we try a config 3 landing? Or is it not? Is it not even? Doesn't it even land on config 3? Yeah, that's the question. Is it possible? Are you allowed to land config 3 on the... It could be that you're not allowed to do config 3 landings in normal conditions. You can. Okay. So let's try that then. So let's go... Oh yeah, you can select config 3 there, yeah. Yeah, sure. So if it weren't possible, you would not be able to select that, obviously. So config 3. All right, let's do config 3. Which means... we would then try again. Let's do plan mode. And so let's have a look again. Now the wet marker is close to Mach 21, but we have dry runway, so that should still work. So brake to vacate is still armed. I'm happy with that. So let's go with that. Yeah, Flashpoint. Do you use SimBrief? So on SimBrief, if you go view your flight plan that you've made, you have a takeoff calculator and a landing calculator as well. And you could take that. What's the wet dry marker? That shows you the minimum landing distance required for dry and for wet runway. So that's the shortest stopping distance the aircraft can do. Hey Brad, how are you doing? So I'm feeling good now. So let's do the following. Let's do a raw data. Manual thrust, manual flight. Let's do flight directors off. Let's descend 4,000 feet. Let's do some hand flying. Show off? I know. I'm doing well, Brad. How you doing? I'm well. So we already activated the approach phase, so let's do that speed managed. Well, Finus, so yeah, so MTR Nord on SimBrief. That's a very good question, Racer, because from my knowledge regarding performance, wet runway means reverse is included. But here I don't know. But that's a good question. That's interesting. Look at the green marker there. I've never seen that before. Right, let's go to cabin and let's listen to the gear. Yeah, I can hear the thumbs. Oop. Okay, have the speed. Automatic retraction. Okay. Ah, okay. So the green band is the automatic retraction speed. Nice. I'm a little bit slow for that speed. Come on. Let's go flaps 3. Now we're good. Now we're okay. Yes, it would be landing config. Either I did see, so it does include, if you use, let's say, config 3 here, the landing distance is increased. You see that on the display there regarding those markers. That is different. So config full, let me just try to show you. So let's have a look. Let's zoom in again. So let me do that. Let's do config full. You see how those markers move ever so slightly? So that's the difference between config 3, config full. It does work. Yeah, if anything, again, I wish that the pitch wasn't that sensitive. Because, you know, it's a big bird, right? I know it's fly-by-wire, and I know it does a G-load demand, etc., blah, blah. But, I mean, still, it just feels... The real aircraft wouldn't be able to pitch down... I mean, it does have a little bit of a time delay there, but I feel that it's just a bit too sensitive. But again, that's all, you know, mostly all aircraft have that issue in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. You can get used to that, sure. Right, so 4,000 at Delta Fox 620 is correct. Let's put in missed approach 5,000. Inbound course is set. Here comes landing flaps. And look at that. Here we got Frankfurt skyline. And FPS is at 56, 55. So just below 60 at the moment. Oh, there's the runway. Oh, you're right. It was just a test, Mickey. Just a test. Oh, actually, let me see the checklist. What happens if we... Wow, look at that gear indication. Jesus. Right, let's have a look then. Let's... So let's do flaps full. Ah. You see? It tells you landing is not correct. Yeah. So when I put that to 3, now it's green. Right, checklist is complete. Love that. So checklist complete, it removes the checklist. Very cool. Yeah, it doesn't care if it's 3 or full, it's just, it has to be in agreement with your planned flap setting. And then it says it's landing green. All right, a bit of lag there. Right, so let's see. Brake to vacate. Let's see if that works. It's armed.
2,500.
After touchdown, at some point it should get active, so it should get green and boxed. And then we'll see if we make Mike 21. Exactly. Dr. Zab, I like it very much. They've done an awesome job. So, you know, textures, sounds. So the visuals are very nice. The only thing really, so of course it's not complete yet, and I would wish they would fine-tune the flight model a little bit with the pitch axes. The engine power is too strong, for sure. They need to tweak that as well. And then performance, FPS performance. So it does hit the system hard. I can hear the fans of the GPU rev really loud. I mean, FPS itself is fine. So I'm using frame generation. It's fine. It's smooth. It has the odd stutter from here and there, but overall, it's fine. But yeah, anyone that doesn't have a 40-something graphics card with frame generation, although, I mean, yeah, frame generation per se, the X12 is actually pretty hard on the GPU. So maybe DX11 using the 4K textures and just accepting maybe 30 or 40 FPS, probably have a good experience as well. The windscreen's too dirty. Yeah. Other than that, now the from what I've been told,
1,000.
Let's check. The A380 is a very stable aircraft, and it feels the same here. It feels nice and heavy. It's just a pitch axis. It's a bit too sensitive for my liking, but hey, small complaints. Otherwise, I mean, this is a very enjoyable add-on already. So flare 50 to 40 feet. Okay, okay. Let's try this. Let's prove you all wrong. Minus 400. Let's see. Let's see if I can land this thing.
$400. 400. $100 above.
Runways inside, yeah. So yeah, the odd stutter is there, so it's working hard, but this is Frankfurt Aerosoft. Continue, right? I mean, Frankfurt Aerosoft is hard in the system as it is, so it's not a completely fair comparison.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
That's, what was it? 349. Oh, come on. That wasn't that bad. Right, so I've got reverse 2-3, which is correct. So brake to vacate. Yeah, right. And this is mic 17. So this should be mic 21. And this is the one... Yeah, mic 19, mic 21. That's the one we wanted. So we're currently at 50, 60, so 55 knots. Closing the reversers. Look at that. Wow. 10 knots. That's good. That is really... That's perfect. That is impressive. Wow. I'm speechless. That is incredible.
This is a Pushback aircraft.
Wow. That is... Yeah, I mean... Wow. You're donating a second time. GG's. Oh yeah, and the sounds
Now
here.
that's how pros do it.
You can hear the hydraulics. Welcome to somewhat misty Frankfurt, where I think tomorrow they probably have fog. Now we're going to cross non-standard here. Normally we'd cross here, but we'll be allowed today to cross here. So flaps are up. Let's put, well, leave the strobes on for now. I'm going to put the landing lights off, just the taxi lights on. Let's try to stay on the taxiway here. Yeah, I mean, you know, we have seen some real big drama. Oops. Stop, that's my mouse. Hold on. Jesus. Stop. Lord. Oh. Good thing we don't fly the aircraft in real with a mouse. Jesus. Oh, we're still on the taxiway? Hold on. Let me see. Ah, all good. All good. Don't worry about it. So imagine having